All right, welcome to another edition of the BS sessions, and this week is a guest pick, which Joseph Staub. So before Jerry, I already introduced him. I'll come back to you. Let him take over the. What are we doing, man? Explain this.
I
All
have no
right.
fucking idea what we're doing. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm gonna let Joseph do the show. It's his pick, so I'll let him describe the show.
That's why I just said.
I thought you said me. I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry,
I
my
said
bad.
I'll get back to you.
I apologize.
Oh,
Yeah, so there was probably a little over a month ago, there was a particular song I was listening to that will most definitely be on my list, quite possibly my number one. Um, that really got me thinking about, geez, how many amazing songs have been written about the night, whether aspects of the nighttime or just songs with the word night in the title or all this different stuff. How many amazing songs have been written about that? And I was
11.
rattling off a list in my head, and I just started writing all these songs down. And so I said to Mark, "Hey, I got a great idea for a show sometime. Songs about the night." And so that's what we're gonna be doing today. We got some amazing guests on here. I'm really excited for this group of awesome guests.
And
So
Joseph,
I'm excited to do this.
I am excited to do this one, man. You made a great that was a great idea of yours, man. It was tough, man, but man, it was great. A great idea.
it's like in our genres, a lot of the
Yeah.
songs are about the fucking night and dark.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like
I will say to make my list easier, because it's already difficult enough doing it. To make my list easier, my rule was it had to be songs about the night with and the thing was it had to have the word night or nights in the title. So I limit there's no midnight and no fuck, what's the other one?
Tonight.
No, there's midnight
tonight.
and tonight. I no songs with tonight or midnight. It had to be night or nights. Like it had to be that specific word. So like because it made it so much easier. Because
Well,
if I included midnight and all that other stuff, it would have been fucking impossible.
I had to put
narrow it
some
down to
midnight in
11.
there.
There's I think one song on my list that is something other than the word night, but
Yeah,
it's about night.
Yeah.
But what I know we'll get into our BS and everything and introduce all the guests, but what I kind of want us to do when we go through each song is talk about when we kind of talk about why we picked a song, kind of talk about what part of night the song really kind of evokes, whether like describe some of the lyrics or describe like the tone of the song, to really kind of hone in on why it's perfect for a song about the night.
Yeah.
Good.
So Jerry, man, do the introduction.
Sure, man. We have, of course, one of our favorite guests. Well, all of you are our favorite guests, but it's always cool to have Eric on.
This is a greatest hits panel. It really
Oh,
is.
This is a pretty good fucking panel.
Dude,
I'm impressed how we've been getting some fucking kick-ass panels lately, so this is cool. How are you doing, Eric?
I'm good, man. This gotta be like my fourth episode in a row on the BS sessions, man.
Yeah,
kind of like
it is.
almost like an unofficial third guy now. I'm always on, but
Well,
yeah,
because
man,
before you couldn't
you-
be on as
what
much
do you-
because you had a hose beast as a wife, you know.
You must be
man, dude, for
You must be
real. But
unemployed. You must be unemployed from the Rock All Over You podcast.
hey, it's still going on. We got a couple episodes. We got
Great
a
new
couple,
episode. Great
Yeah,
new
we got-
episode.
I just
Yeah.
heard the new one.
Yeah,
I know,
and we
but
got
you
more
ended it
coming up. And
weird.
we're about to record some really great ones with some really great guests. I'll give a hint though. We're going to be reviewing a Juice Priest album. We're going to be reviewing Scorpions album and I'm just going to say a Kiss related album.
Well, mine's coming out tomorrow.
It's not a Kiss album, but it's related to Kiss.
What I love about Eric is he's the only guy I can talk to about hockey on the fucking internet, dude. So I love having him.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
We can talk
Fucking
hockey
New York
all fucking
Rangers.
day.
I'm excited for you guys to talk about the Scorpions. Not enough people do Scorpions reviews.
That is-
It's a great album too. It's one that Ralph and Ian have not reviewed, and one of them may be on the episode. Wink, wink.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah,
Well, we did.
All right.
We did Blackout on Freeform.
not that one.
We
Not
need
that
to.
one.
I know. Ralph and Ian did that one.
Rock and Metal did that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that.
Right.
They did that one. They did Love Drive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we haven't had Al on our show for a while, man. How you doing?
Been a
By
long
the way, I
time.
hope your team goes down like dogs tonight. Your hockey team. So, but anyway,
Wow.
You a Tampa fan?
I thought he was a New York Ranger fan.
He's in Tampa.
I'm not a Tampa fan.
He's in Tampa. That's why I'm giving him shit.
But I'm not a Tampa fan.
I know. I'm just giving you shit about it, dude. You're home. Whatever you're at, city's team.
You're a Rangers fan?
No, Islanders.
Oh, okay. So
I'm sorry.
Eric's
so it
good.
shows
Eric's
the
okay
right
with
New
you.
York. It shows the right New York.
But
team.
anyway, I want to ask Al, are you available next Thursday for this show?
For what show?
For this show, BS.
What are we doing?
Because I want you to do the guest pick next week.
Oh, I already picked.
You want me to do the guest pick? Okay. Yeah, I'm available.
Cool.
So I got to pick a topic then.
Yep.
All right.
Pick a topic. Picking your nose.
I already had it for next week.
I thought that was already after that. Then sorry, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that better?
Okay.
That cool?
Because I have
Right.
I have Eric's schedule for next week. That's
Okay.
right.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For a record-setting 5th consecutive week.
Look, dude, guys,
I'm gonna have to on my Instagram. I'm just gonna have to put co-host of the Rock All podcast and BS sessions in my
Yeah.
bio.
Right. Might as well. Yeah.
Might as well.
Well,
Hey, Andy's here a lot, man. Andy and
Andy
Joseph,
is here a lot.
You guys are
yeah.
all here
Guys,
a lot. It's
Al's trying to talk.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just saying thanks for having me on, tonight. And I just want to get this out of the way. Eric, congratulations on getting married.
It's only been like months.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen you, so
I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I love you, brother.
all right, love you too, man.
I love your shirt, man. You're wearing fucking merciful fucking fate, man.
I'm gonna mail you.
Does that don't break the oath?
Yeah. That's when I saw. Yeah, it's when I saw them in Philly like a year and a half ago.
Oh fuck yeah,
with,
dude.
with Creator and Midnight. And that was a great
Midnight fucking. I love Midnight.
That was a great show.
Creator rules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I love Midnight, man. It's like they're like Venom, Motorhead, and like Celtic Frost all mixed into one, man.
Yeah,
cool.
they fucking blew me away, dude, because I never even heard of them.
Oh,
and
dude, they put on a great show.
I got there early enough to catch their whole set, and I was like, wow, dude, they're really good, man.
The energy they have on stage is just unmatched. They got a cool look, and they just have great fucking music.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, then next guest is my partner from the 3 Shots Down podcast, Andy Rodriguez. Man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm doing all right. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Al.
Congrats,
Al,
25. Congrats for 25. Congrats for 25 years on your job, dude.
Yeah. I got to work and do the entertainment. When I start there, I start off with a little boombox, and then I start to take my little carrier record player. They told me I couldn't keep bringing that. So now I just stream albums for everyone to listen to, even though they don't enjoy them all. But But it's been a fun time over there.
Cool.
So thank you.
All right, then we have the guest with whose topic we're doing tonight, Joseph Staub. How you doing, man?
Great, doing great. Really excited for this. I've been blasting a lot of these songs lately.
Yeah.
I do got it. Before we get into the BS or anything, I want to pull a CD out of an album. I was at the store yesterday, and I picked up an album because of a recommendation on one of last week's shows. I can't remember which show it was, but it's an album I've never sat down and listened to the entirety of, and I picked up Fleetwood Mac Tusk.
Oh man,
that's a great fucking album. That's pretty good.
That's their best album.
I remember Jerry picked a song from it, I think, on our songs about storms. Yeah. So I saw it. It was like in the discount bin at Barnes and Noble.
What?
So I picked it up, and I've never actually listened to the whole album
anymore. Really? Yeah. The CD sales have been up. Not as good as vinyl, but they've been up too.
Vinyl's ridiculously expensive.
Because vinyl's going up, people are going
CDs
back.
Right now because
people are going back to CDs, like he just said. They're going back to CDs. I only
get cheaper. Yeah.
I only got the Collective Soul vinyl. That's the first vinyl I bought in months. So
I also bought a bunch of Deftones CDs, but that's a different.
Oh, by the way, Al, thanks for looking for that album for me, man.
Dude, I fucking tried 3 stores, dude. I couldn't.
No, it was a tough find. I mean, they're going on eBay for like $150.
Which album?
Collective Souls Dosage.
Dosage.
Oh,
I thought the fuck is it? The last one before that was better than Dosage, and
Dude,
that was pretty deep.
my guy owns
Precious,
a record.
or,
My guy owns a record store in Tennessee, and he'll hold things for me. I would have had that right here, right now, Sammy
It's a
Hagar
fun
box
breakdown.
set, but I didn't get it.
It's a great fucking album.
Yeah, he got me that. He's got me Dosage. That'll be here Monday. But he couldn't get Reel to Reel by Tesla. That's the other one I wanted. And
Is that the one with all the covers on it?
yeah, that's a fucking great
That's
Reel to
actually
Reel.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Both of them are great.
Covers.
One and two.
Yeah, but all those RSDs
Hey, Mark,
are like on eBay for
Mark.
like a lot right now.
Huh?
Sorry, Andy.
Oh no! I was just gonna ask Mark on that Pro Jam. Did you get the CD or the vinyl?
I got the CD.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to. It all depends on maybe the album might be below 40.
I only got the
below 40.
Yeah, I only got the Gigaton one because that fucking magazine Revolver was having 2 for 30. And that was one of them. And I got the Allman Brothers live at Fillmore East too. I got 2 for 30. I was like,
oh wow.
Yeah. So
That's a good price.
Yeah. I sent it to Chris Senzak and he got some stuff too. So pretty cool.
All right, Mark, let's get the BS going, man.
Let's get the BS going. I'm just gonna get to the meat and potatoes. I'm just gonna say right now, there is no obligatory Kiss news again this week. It's been canceled.
God.
But we'll get into another.
Not even the stale set list Gene Simmons has.
Oh, that was awful.
Oh God, you just brought in Kiss news.
God,
that was such an awful set list.
Yeah,
I was really disappointed because on his last tour a couple years ago when he still had Ace's band with him, Gene played some really, really great deep cuts, and now he's not doing
tired of it. And you
anything.
Brought it up.
Well, it's an interesting story because it's like Gene was like everybody's last hope because now everyone's kind of on the bashing Ace train.
Yeah.
Ace finally kind of lost a lot of people.
Thank God. Fuck Ace.
Gene was like everybody's last hope. Like, oh, if Gene goes out and tours again, it might actually be good. It might actually be a fresh set list. It might be some cool stuff. And then he plays this set list last night, and everyone's just like,
I think it's what you said earlier. He's comfortable with those songs.
Yeah,
it kind of sucks because
I'm hoping,
It sucks because I remember like when he did that first set of solo tours and like he was busting out all these like deep cuts.
He was doing Charisma. He was doing like X-Ray Eyes.
And the other thing too was he was doing like some Beatles covers, which I thought was really cool. I love when Gene does like Beatles covers, but it's just like I don't know what the fuck, man. Like,
I know this was kind of like a one-off show, and like Jerry said, I said it earlier. It's supposed to be. This was kind of like an impromptu kind of one-off show.
So
I'm
who
hoping
knows?
that when he actually does his full tour, that he takes some time and might actually be sitting down and making a better set list because this was just like. This was literally almost copy and paste from Kiss's last show.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's like, with it being a one-off show, I'm hoping it's just like he just stuck with what was familiar with it being a one-off show, may not have time to rehearse. And then
especially since it was a new band.
Yeah, when he does an actual tour, like they'll have time to prepare.
I apologize, Mark. I didn't.
Keep going.
God damn it! No more Kiss. That's it. No more Kiss.
Hey, I'm gonna call this like unscripted BS. There you go.
Hey, you know what? I got time tonight, man. I don't have to get up in the morning, so fuck it.
No more Kiss shit. God damn it!
I didn't bring it up.
I love Kiss.
It was
my fault.
It was my bad.
Now I got to put in the notes. We do have obligatory Kiss news, but anybody else?
It always comes out one way or another.
You got to let Al talk about the Gene Simmons set list. Have you saw it?
Yeah, it's fucking laziness, bro. Why the fuck? What, dude? He's got on record as saying that he hates "I Was Made for Loving You," and he's fucking doing "I Was Made for Loving You." Why? Maybe it's just to fucking poke Paul and have a better singer sing it or something. Gotta stick it to Paul, baby.
It had to be.
There's no reason why he needs. There's no reason why he needs to do that song. There's no reason why he needs to do fucking Love Gun. I don't know why.
Any of the Paul songs. Yeah, honestly.
Why? Yeah, for real.
Because he has what's his name in his band singing it. That's why. Or whatever, but
like
dude,
Joseph said
if he just did like fucking Gene songs, dude, I'd be all over that shit.
I'd love to see him pull out like Almost Human or stuff like that.
Pretty Innocent, fucking dude. I mean, there's so many songs you could pull out that'd be awesome to hear. You
can pull out I'd even be happy if you pull out something like Thief in the Night. I don't like
Sinner.
Sinner, yeah. Pull out Killer.
Yeah,
Killer is a great fucking song. I love Killer. That song rules.
Yeah.
Bring out some Philip. Bring out some Elder, man. Bring out some World Without Heroes.
Oh God,
I think
Mr. Blackwell. I actually love Mr. Blackwell.
Only You's a great track.
Oh
yeah. But I mean, I just chalk it down to laziness. He probably didn't want to rehearse much. He probably just wanted to take songs he knew good, and that's it, man. But I'm with Joseph, man. Hopefully, if he does a real tour, maybe he'll change it up. But I don't know. We all wish Kiss would change it up, and they didn't fucking change it up.
Right.
They never changed it up.
I think that's why I'm the most disappointed, because like we've seen in the past that Gene is willing to bring out these deep cuts and stuff, and this was just absolutely lazy.
Yeah.
That's my take on it.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, you got anything to say about it? I don't. Do you?
You can skip me. I'm fine.
I'm skipping myself. I didn't even know about this. This was cool, though. I liked it.
I didn't know there was a set list. So
either did I.
It's basically all the songs Kiss has played over the last couple of years.
Tommy Thayer came up and played some Kiss songs with him.
Fuck Tommy Thayer. Fuck him.
That's another subject we could get into later, but let's stop.
Be yourself, Tommy Thayer. Just be yourself. Stop being someone else.
Yeah, Black and Blue was horrible, but
they sucked.
That first Black and Blue album was pretty good.
No, I like Chains Around Heaven, but that's it.
There's some good stuff on that first Black and Blue album.
Lee gave me some Black and Blue. Oh god.
There's one song where he sings about like something. I don't like Cheerios. And I'm like, this is stupid. Fuck this shit. Cheerios. I don't like Cheerios. Like, oh god.
All right, can we get into another obligatory band?
Sure. Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go. Tomorrow, Mötley Crüe is releasing Dogs of War. Vince Steele says new Mötley Crüe song, Dogs of War, has that old school vibe about it. Eric.
Oh, God.
What, like girls?
Yeah, like what does he mean when he says old school? Because all their albums are shit,
like
for
the cowbell on Come On and Dance. Like what's old?
Come On and Dance.
I like that song.
That song sucks. It's so stupid.
Hey, I've said I like it. I can't go back on it.
Mötley Crüe is one of the few bands when they say we're doing something that sounds like an old school Mötley Crüe song, I say I don't want to hear it.
I don't want, unless they say it sounds like Shout the Devil, I'm not gonna fucking listen to it.
And even then, I don't trust it when they say it sounds like Shout the Devil.
She's at? Where's she's at?
Yeah, just listen to the
so stupid. It's so bad.
Like a version cover. Only Nate Atchison Bushy likes that song.
Dude, that was one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Bushy loves like
literally everything they've done for the last 20 years.
Everything they do sucks. It's so bad. It's like Shout the Devil had to be when Nikki Sixx was doing heroin, and then he probably relapsed in like '94 when they did that Karabi album, because that was the only time that man could ever write a good album. Jesus, fuck Nikki Sixx. I'm pretty sure the song's gonna fuck it. I'm gonna listen to it because I'm a sadist, but
I'm gonna listen to it.
It's gonna suck. And do you notice too how they fucking ripped off Violence with the album cover that they had? A total rip off of Violence.
I like Violence.
My favorite part of the whole thing was that like fake AI computer generated video thing that makes Vince Neil look like he lost about 200 pounds.
I know, right?
He looks thin as hell.
Well, that's like when they did the Dirt movie and they like showed like the end scene where it's like, oh, this is them now, and like Vince is still skinny. And it's like, what the fuck?
Revisionist history. How dare they?
Kiss's avatars are pretty skinny, so.
No, they're not. They look awful.
Why didn't they go for a younger look?
I'm just joking.
Avatars. It's like
they look awful.
I got some Kiss shit in there because you guys each started it, Jerry. So what do you think about Vince? What do you think about the? I put it on Freeform that said, "Yay! I can't wait till everybody starts trashing the new Mötley Crüe or talking smack about the new Mötley Crüe song." I got a lot of comments on that one. But,
it'll be a matter of days.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh no, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So Eastern, you guys will get it first on the Eastern time zone. So I will see the comments before I get up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stay up for it.
I'm not setting my alarm for that shit.
What do you think about that, Al?
About the new Mötley Crüe?
Yeah.
Yep, I'm not thinking about it. That's it, man. I don't give a shit. I really don't.
You're not going to listen to it?
I'll listen to it, man, because I'm a sadist like Eric is. So, you know,
Come
I'm
on
a glutton.
and dance.
I'm a glutton for punishment. So
I love the part. I like the part in that song "Come On Dance" where Vince Neil turns into like one of the fucking Muppets. Yeah.
That's kind of
Hey.
how he sings now.
Hey, I paid money for these. There's no extent to the punishment I'll
Oh my
take.
god!
Hey,
You pay for that shit?
I like both those albums. I like Girls, Girls,
Mark,
Girls.
you like a lot of shitty music, so like we get it.
Oh, fuck you. You like a lot of shitty music to me too, but
No.
it's all opinion, man. No big deal. Hey, but we like a lot. We like a lot.
There's opinions, and there's the fact that Girls,
Okay,
Girls is a
listen.
shitty album.
Listen,
Yeah.
Eric. I think we like 90% the same music, and the 10% is way off.
Yeah, sure.
I was listening. I was in the car
Come on, we
yesterday.
love the
I had
Doors.
I would say reverse that.
Oh
like,
God, no.
You each like 10% of each.
Hey, Eric's into Led Zeppelin now, so that got me up a little bit.
Ralph posted me and Edwin's Led Zeppelin episode on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking A, man. That was like the episode in the album like that got me back into Zeppelin again after kind of being real burnt out and shit on them for so long. And that I was listening to that album today when Ralph posted that. I went and listened to that album today, and God, that's like my favorite Zeppelin album. That album fucking rules.
Well,
That's their White Album.
Yeah.
I don't like the Wonton song though.
How do you not like the Wanton song?
I just don't, man.
I don't know.
I think Richie Blackmore took that riff and he made something better with it.
It's like my favorite Led Zeppelin song. How do you not like that song? But no,
I can imagine when you listen to that episode and you're all excited to hear what I had to say about that song.
I just shook my head. I just shook my head.
Eric likes wontons, though.
I do love wontons. They're delicious. I do love wontons.
You guys will all appreciate this. I was in the car yesterday. I was listening to Sirius XM Hair Nation, and they do everything every once in a while. They'll do like a Hair Nation deep cut or something like that. I'm like, oh, I'm interested to see what do they pull out. They freaking started playing Mötley Crüe Dancing on Glass.
Oh God,
that's not a good song. Yeah, I agree.
I love how even Mark, who loves that album, says that.
If you have
voice on that song is fucking horrible. There's no rhythm. It's disjointed. It sucks. It's so disjointed. It's like, oh, shut up.
If you have the
like how Vince gets Tourette's on that song, like.
If you have the Sirius XM app, there's a
they want
deep cuts channel, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But even sometimes, like, you know, the deep cuts is like, that's not so deep.
No, and it's like we're all big fans of music, so like it's not a deep cut to us.
Deep stuff.
I think Jim Ladd was on that channel, right? Before he died.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. It's like they'll play like I'm trying to think of they'll play like a band that we all know and like we know every song from. They'll play like a song that was like actually a single, but just no one plays it anymore.
Yeah,
and it'll be like. They'll play like
it's on the greatest hits album, basically. Yeah.
Like if they're playing a Dawkins song, they might play like Unchain the Night or something like that. And it's like
that's a hit, you know.
That's not like they play that on the regular station sometimes.
Yeah. I'd rather hear Bullets to Spare.
Oh, I fucking love that.
But that's a different album, Mark. That's a different album. Speaking of Eric, I was just listening again to you guys' Docking Around the Christmas Tree episodes.
Oh hell yeah, man.
No, that's a great.
Hey,
great
you know, the only complaint I have about your Van Halen Part 1, you should have recorded something now. Part 2 is coming soon to end it. You just ended it like it was like a jump.
It leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, that's the point, Mark. Well, and the thing is,
but you did that. You did that on your other two-parters.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like every time I do that, it's like because I record it like days or weeks later. Like that same energy and vibe isn't there, so you just hear me coming in like, "Hey, this is like, you know."
Well, record it right after you cut it in half. You know, just do a little recording of it.
Stop the recording session. They took a break.
Mark, I'm too drunk after that. Yeah,
you were already drunk before part 1 ended.
We did. I thought the way it sounded was pretty good. Where I was like, okay, it's done cut off awkwardly, so this is perfect.
My favorite line of all time, I don't know if it was you or if it was Edwin or if it was Ryan that said it, was right at the end of the episode was, "Hey, we got all we could out of Vogan. He might as well leave."
Yeah. No, I think that was Ryan T. Russell. Yeah.
I like Ryan.
I still I love the part. I love the what episode was it? The one before the AC/DC one where Edwin finds out I don't want to miss a thing. And he flips his shit. There's something funny about hearing Edwin go like, "You hate the fucking Wonton song, but you like that shitty Armageddon
That was
song."
awesome.
Underneath, you just hear, "Don't want to close my eyes."
Oh, you know it's bad when Edwin starts losing his shit about something.
Yeah.
Edwin is like the calmest person I know.
So yeah,
You know, I go
funny.
to Edwin when I need to calm down. Edwin, what should I text him and he goes, "Well, yeah, I would do that. Thank you, Edwin." And then I calm down. The fucking guy is like, he's fucking so cool. He's like the dude in fucking Fast Times. He's the guy selling you the concert
Mike
tickets.
Damone, yeah.
He's Mike Damone, man. Fucking,
he knows where to come when he wants.
I love your co-host. I love you, man. The show is fucking awesome. And I fucking promote everybody's show. I love everybody.
Motley Crüe sucks.
No, but what do you think about Motley Crüe,
their
Andy?
albums? They suck.
Oh, the new Mötley Crüe song. Well,
yeah.
I will hear it, but it won't be first thing in the morning. But
he wants to start his morning off the right way,
right? But I think that they play clips of it, and the clips sound horrible. They really, really do. And I was afraid that they were going to do this to John 5. They were going to take away his guitar and just have him be a Mötley Crüe guy, and that sucks.
The guy's a whore. He goes to anybody. He's a great guitar. Listen to his solo albums. You hear what he really is.
Yeah, but at least when he played with like Rob Zombie and stuff, he still played guitar.
Yeah.
Jerry, Nick Cousins just scored 4-2.
4-2?
Panthers,
Sweet.
yes.
Thank you.
All right, man. You already said Mötley Crüe sucks, Joseph. You're not looking forward to the song?
No.
Jerry?
No, why would he be looking forward to it?
I don't know.
I posted this early on some page. It's like, you gotta go in with very, very low expectations.
I haven't looked forward to a Mötley Crüe song since the Karabi.
I mean, very low.
I hadn't looked forward to a Mötley Crüe song since after I heard "Shout the Devil." I was like, they couldn't get any better than that.
I mean, I was more excited for the new Taylor Swift album than I am this Mötley Crüe song.
Yeah,
so that should let you know how I feel about Mötley Crüe right now. So I haven't actually heard the new Taylor Swift. What the fuck? Why do I bring Taylor Swift up for? Never mind.
All right.
But anyway, next.
Before we get to what you want to, you want to talk about that Merciful Fate Iron Man. Before we get to that, Eric, I'll get to that next. Yeah. This is something I posted. Somebody, I forgot who the guy's name is. He posted like a nice picture with the guitar and the grass, bass guitar, and it was the top 10 bass players of all time. I think the only thing, I agree with a lot of these bass players that they had on here, but I don't think they're in the top 10. They're great bass players.
Oh, that was a shitty list.
Yeah, like it had Ellefson top 10.
Yeah, I said Ellefson.
Well, not a shitty list, but not an accurate list.
Now, is this like
Cliff Burton? Where's Squire?
It was top 10 bass players of all time.
Is this bass players or metal bass players?
Bass players of all time.
Players.
No John Paul.
They had John Entwistle and Geezer Butler.
There was no JPJ. There was no Chris Squire. Jones. There was no Cliff Burton.
There was no Paul McCartney.
There was no McCartney.
How the fuck do you not have Paul McCartney?
Right.
What the fuck?
Well, they have your favorite bass player, Steve Harrison.
Fuck Steve Harris. He's over fucking rated. Here's the thing.
No, Steve Harris is a fucking great bass player, dude.
No. I'm sorry, man. He was great. He was great. After Nico McBrain joined the band, his bass playing went downhill. Like he just kept doing the same fucking shit over.
I know you won't check it out but check out fucking The Matter of Life and Death. The bass lines on that album, dude.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh god, I don't want to listen to that fucking album again. Fuck that album.
He does have his moments, but he's not. Why do you keep punishing him with that album? Used to be.
That album sucks.
He's a top 10 Joseph.
That album fucking. That's one of the best after 2000 album. The year 2000.
I don't think they've had a good album after 2000. God,
see, it's funny. It's funny. I hear so many people say like, everyone loves Brave New World. Ralph really loves Dance of Death for some reason.
I like Dance.
I don't really care for that.
Really, I thought you only liked the one song from it.
No, I like Dance of Death.
Ralph really loves Dance of Death.
Really? I hate the album cover.
Somebody paid Ralph to do it track by track, and he loved Dance of Death.
I said the last I remember was there was a song he heard that he liked on it.
No, he liked the whole album. He just didn't like Wildest Dreams.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
That's a great Taylor Swift song.
Thank you for not being the only one bringing up Tay Tay tonight.
Yeah, Tay Tay.
I I probably will later on.
I just want to say one thing, if I could. I don't know if Mark put this in the notion or not, but I'm fucking excited for David.
Well, did
Gilmour.
everybody talk about what we were talking about?
What were we talking about?
Oh, the bass player thing.
The bass
player
thing.
Go, Jerry, go.
No, I was just going to comment. My favorite guitarist, David Gilmour, is kind of like another solo album. I heard his first song today, and I have to fucking say I'm not too impressed. I need to hear it a few more times. So, but anyway, I'm excited about that. Anyway, I'm sorry about that, Mark.
Oh, it wasn't in the notes, but I was going for the throat.
I mean, not everybody saw the list, Mark. So
I know. So I'm going for the throat because a lot of people in our group was like, "What the blah 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 blah."
I think it was just one of those Facebook things where it's like, "Hey, this is not a good list."
I know it isn't, but I put it up because you know what? It started a conversation.
It did, and I mean, it's just like
it's cool.
It's one of those Facebook things that I really don't give too much credence to.
Didn't somebody comment that Chris Novoselic's should be on that list? I'm like,
oh
serious?
God, no. Fuck Nirvana.
Like, really?
Maybe Mike Inez.
Oh yeah,
not Novoselic.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So
man, I finally listened to that. I mean, I finally listened to the new BOC album. Real letdown, man. There are only like 3 songs I liked on it.
There's a couple that I really like.
There's only 3. I only like 3. I liked the first track. It was Late Night Street Fight, I think it's called.
I love So Supernatural.
Me too. That's the other one I like, and I like that Don't Come Running to Me. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's it though. The rest is just
There's 4. I like about half, but like I hate the covers. All 3 covers I think are awful.
Oh, the covers suck.
Yeah.
And it's like Ian Wadley said, man, it's like, 2 of those covers, it's like we already had fucking multiple live covers of those. We didn't need another one. So it sucks because it's like there's
Jerry with the fireball.
Yeah, fireball, baby.
Fireball? I missed it.
Ow!
Oh, he's got his tiny bottles again.
I'm nursing it too, so
tiny bottles.
Did you forget to go to the liquor store?
Just buy a big one.
Did you forget to go to the liquor store? Fuck.
Yeah. Did you get that out of your backpack?
Believe it or not, I've had these for a long time. I'm actually trying to cut down on my drinking. I really am, but I felt like
what's wrong with you?
I don't have to work in the morning, so fuck it. Might as well.
Yeah, just drink. God damn it!
And we got a podcast tomorrow. You're drinking for. So
actually, for that one, definitely.
You better be
talk
drinking
about the album later, but
hey, you want to play a good drinking game? Listen to one of the Rock All Over You podcasts and drink whenever Edwin says "but."
Drink every time we say the word "sexy."
Yeah, I know that one.
Say that a lot.
Well, now it's Blue Chew. You keep it.
No.
You
Honestly,
need to find a new Blue Chew. Yeah. You need to find a new sponsor.
Honestly, if you listen to one of the shows and drink every time Edwin says "but," you'll pass out in the middle of the episode.
Yeah, I don't want to end up like Mark in an ambulance.
I wasn't in an ambulance.
I
sent you guys the drunk show. Yeah, I don't know if you guys watched it.
Do you guys remember that board game in the 80s and 90s called Pass Out? Remember that one?
No.
Remember that game? Really?
No.
Oh, okay. It's like one of the first board games, like drinking games.
All right. Well, let's get to Eric's fucking rant on Maiden something, whatever it was.
Maiden the Merciful Fate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So here's the thing, man. And there's something about that pissed me off, but to give people insight if they're not on the page or they don't know what's up, there was a post made. It was on Mofos of Metal page, and it was also made. Someone reshared it on the Rock and Metal Combat podcast page. But it was basically like, which band had a better 1-2 punch in 83, 84? Was it Iron Maiden with Peace of Mind and Power Slave, or was it Merciful Fate with Melissa and Don't Break the Oath? Obviously, I'm gonna go with Merciful Fate because I love both those albums, and with Iron Maiden, I only like Power Slave, and even Power Slave doesn't compete with Merciful Fate. But the thing that pissed me off was all these Maiden tards on there. Some of these Maiden fans, they don't listen to Merciful Fate. Some of these Maiden fans, don't fucking listen to Merciful Fate because it's too heavy for them. There's some Maiden fans that are like kind of pussies and they really don't listen to metal. The only thing they listen to is Maiden because Maiden's really not that fucking metal, especially like in their later years. They're really very light. They're like diet metal. But like,
oh my God.
But here's the thing that pissed me off. Some asshole made a comment about, oh, well, musically, Iron Maiden and their musicianship is light years ahead of Merciful Fate. Get the fuck out of here. Are you fucking kidding me? You listen to those fucking albums? I'm sorry, but Merciful Fate, the original lineup, way more musically talented.
Hey, Eric, can I say something? Can I say something? Let me interrupt you, and I'll go. I'll let you go.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say,
in the fucking zone.
I agree with you on that because the band was great. The band, I listened to the music, really fucking great playing on that. It's King Diamond.
You don't like King Diamond's vocals.
I know.
No, I am agreeing with you. They did more experimental shit than Iron Maiden did. I agree with you. There you go. That's it.
And for me, it's the opposite. Bruce's voice pisses me off. I fucking hate that man's voice. So nasally and fucking irritating. But anyway, it's like those people obviously never listened to Merciful Fate because Merciful Fate, like that original lineup, man, was so musically gifted. The twists and turns they took in those songs was so epic, but it flew together so like it had a flow that was so perfect. And just like, you know, not one member of that band was lacking anything. All of them were integral. And the thing is, too, like even Iron Maiden trying to do all this thinking they're proggy by writing a song that's like 14 fucking minutes long. Merciful Fate did long songs properly. They did a long song that took you on a journey that had all these intricate changes and tempo changes and just with like, it was like multiple songs weaved into one piece, but it blended together so effortlessly and it was so organic sounding. Whereas Iron Maiden just plays the same, like a boring ass song with the same fucking riff in it, or like, oh, they put two riffs in it and they just play it for fucking way longer than it needs to go on for. That's not being proggy. That's just playing a song way longer than it needs to be played. So give me Merciful Fate any day. And I'm sorry, Merciful Fate is more musically like talented than Iron Maiden. And it's no contest, man. And it's just, you can tell those people those are Iron Maiden fans that really don't listen to metal. They listen to like Iron Maiden and like Ozzy Osbourne. They listen to like safe metal. You know, they listen to like just the metal that's on the radio.
They listen to Ozzy's Boneyard is what they listen to.
Exactly. That's all they'll ever listen to. They're never going to branch out and listen to other stuff. Like they're people that probably don't listen to Angel Witch. Unless if you're not on a major label and you're not played on the radio, like even if you're a metal band, they don't care.
I like their stuff, but I like other stuff that people don't like also, you know.
See, here's my thing. Listen to Satan's Fall and then don't let the door hit you on the way out. Like,
exactly.
Have you heard that? Have you heard that band Nervosa? Have you heard that band Nervosa?
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, they're a band that nobody knows about.
But
Mark.
I will happily take Michael Denner, Hank Sherman, Timmy Hansen over Adrian Smith, Dave Murray, and Steve Harris any day of the week.
Me too.
Any
Denner
day
and Sherman are fucking a great guitar duo, and Timmy Hansen's so great.
I love Merciful Fate, but I will respectfully disagree with you on that one. But we all have different opinions and tastes.
But my big thing was the people. I mean, I know people like, you know, there are some people that like Maiden more. I get it, but like, it's the fact that there's so many people that I could tell. It's like you've never even listened to Merciful Fate, or like these people saying like, oh, Martin Maiden's more musically like the musicianship's so much better than Merciful Fate. It's like you obviously never listened to Merciful Fate. Then you're just and it's like like I said, there's a lot of Maiden fans out there too that they only listen to safe metal. If you're they only listen to metal bands that are on a major label and they're on the radio, and that's it.
Try not to bash.
Not all of them.
Nowadays. I used to, but I don't really try to bash at people's musical tastes anymore. Except for Mark with Boingo Boingo. But other than that,
I really Boingo Records.
Hey, I didn't even bring it up. Thank you, Jerry. I didn't have to bring
it up. Nice shirt there, dude.
Me?
That's a cool shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you.
Well, this is the next story.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Mark can finally have his moment.
Unless Al wants to talk about what Eric was just talking about first.
No, I just agreed with him. I was like, I agree that Merciful Fate is way more musically talented than Iron Maiden. I mean, you fucking just listen to those two albums, dude. It's almost like they're really progressive.
They are.
A lot of their, you know, like even Metallica, when they covered Merciful Fate, they even complained. They were like, they do too many riffs in one song. Like they take too many turns.
Yeah.
You know? And that's just a testament of like how many great riffs they can fucking put in a song.
And the fact too that it just flows so perfectly.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, it's the way dude, I mean they wrote a great song, man. You know, it's I agree with you on that. I love Iron Man a bit more than you do, though, Eric. Like I do,
yeah,
like, you know,
yeah. My whole point was just the fact that like some of the comments where people like talk about them being musically like superior.
Yeah, I just gotta be real though,
it was
man.
so obvious, that like
I just gotta be real though, man. I think musically, like fucking Merciful Fate pisses all over Iron Maiden, dude.
Oh yeah.
So that's just my opinion. So hey, listen,
I agree with you guys.
I might be a Maiden tart, but there's no way in hell that I dislike fucking Merciful Fate or King Diamond. I love them fucking, I love all their shit. So I'm not, one of those main targets they is.
And I understand, and I completely understand, like, even like over to Mark, how King Diamond's voice is not for everybody, dude. I understand that. It's
I get it,
it can make it makes you feel uncomfortable, and that's the way like real metal kind of should be, like it's not safe, dude. You know what I mean? So it offends people, which is the way it's supposed to be. So
his voice is just too high. It's a tone that just
that's just a style, dude. And you don't have to like it.
I like a lot of. I don't down people who like it. I just say I don't like it. That's it.
That's like to me, I think the best part about his voice is that he can do both the falsetto, and then when he does the guttural, and it makes you feel like, oh my god, what is this guy is. This guy's possessed.
There's nobody with his range, except for maybe the guy from Steelheart. But other than that,
I like his voice.
I don't like Steelheart.
I like his voice because he sounds like a demon. Like it's so like his voice is so unnatural sounding that it's just like he sounds like some kind of demon from hell, and it works with like the kind of songs that he sings.
I like Mark Slaughter's voice, and his voice.
I like his voice too.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet him now?
Yeah.
You ever meet King Diamond now?
What's that?
Me?
Did you ever meet King Diamond yet?
Me? Yeah. I never met him. He's on my bucket list. So I'd love to.
He just played last night, I guess. His first Merciful Fate just played last night. Yeah.
He seems like such a cool dude to even meet.
He does actually. Yeah.
He does.
Hey, one of my favorite pictures I've ever seen was Michael Sweet. Michael Sweet and King Diamond.
Oh yeah.
Heaven and hell.
Like, there's nothing cooler than like two people who have very, very different views on the world and views on life, but are such cool dudes.
Yeah. Take a lesson, everybody, from those.
They can be next to each other and hang out and be like, "Hey, we may have different viewpoints on things, but we love this music and we respect each other so much."
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Great. So you got anything to say about King Diamond and Merciful Fate, Iron Maiden versus Merciful Fate, Andy?
Oh, I don't listen to Merciful Fate. That's why I didn't comment on anything.
Well, I gotta give everybody their chance. So.
Oh yeah, I know, but I saw the post, but I didn't put anything in there because I'm not. I don't listen to both bands, so I can't give an honest opinion.
I've heard it because I wanted to like Merciful Fate, but I just couldn't. I tried. It's like Ghost. I tried to listen to Ghost. I don't like. Ghost
I can't get into Ghost. I never got into.
I can't get into Ghost. I like 7 songs. That's it. 7 songs.
Well, then you don't hate them. Then.
Well, 7 songs out of how many?
They only have like
7 songs
5 albums.
Good. How many songs do you like from
songs?
King Diamond? How many songs do you like from Merciful Fate?
None. I did like one Slayer song. There was one Slayer song I did like. I don't remember.
What song?
I don't remember.
But I really do respect the hell out of them. I just don't listen to them. But I know how important they are to heavy metal as a whole.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say, man, let's get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I know it fucking sucks, but
I love it. That place is still in business.
They ousted the guy who made it suck. Andrew.
No, they didn't. The whole institution
it still sucks.
Dude,
it's
then how the fucking
assholes.
Foreigner get in there?
Because
he hated Mick Jones.
Because of
he
pressure.
told them they would never get in the Rock and Roll.
They're not selling fucking tickets.
It's not one man that makes them a poser organization.
Okay, but I'm just saying, yeah, I'm okay with it if good bands get in there. Like the bands are happy to get in there. I think Cher told them to fuck off. She got in there too. She told me a year ago, I want to see what she says now that she's in there. Let's see what Cher does, and we'll talk about this if she still doesn't show up. If she does an Axl Rose, she does a Johnny Rotten, doesn't show up to the fucking ceremony.
I don't think she will.
Well, let's see, because she likes attention, like everybody else.
She likes attention? How much attention has she had?
Have you seen her on that boat in that fucking If I Could Turn Back Time?
Yeah, but she's always someone who's kind of stuck to her guns with.
That was like 30 years ago.
I know, but I'm saying she's still in the news though, because she keeps herself going. I'm just saying.
She still looks the same.
Peter Frampton got in there. I like Kool and the Gang. I think Kool and the Gang is a rock band. They fucking got a lot of rock elements, but I just want to know. I'm going to go to Andy first.
I think only two people should have gotten in. That was Frampton and Ozzy. That's it. Everybody else should not have gotten in.
Foreigner said Foreigner was different when they first came out. They did a
Mark,
lot of...
you have overblown the impact of Foreigner so much.
Hey, Styx had more impact than Foreigner.
Boston is not.
Boston with 2 albums.
Doesn't matter.
They did a lot with those 2 albums. Just
Mark,
one album.
Mark,
the first album.
Have you seen Led Zeppelin 4 and Boston's first album are the only 2 albums that I've heard every single song from on classic rock radio.
Foreigner is a hit band. They do not make good albums.
And Mark, I love Foreigner and I love Styx, but I'm sorry, Boston with that first album.
I never said Boston didn't deserve to be in. I never said Boston didn't deserve to be in there. The Foreigners had more consistent albums than Boston has.
Boston only needed that 1 album. That was it.
Dude, up to inside information, they sold all over 1 million copies of all those albums.
Yeah, they sold.
And Boston sold 30 million. What's your point?
Yep.
Dude, Foreigner had records. That first Foreigner album was the first debut album to go fucking platinum. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Boston sold more than 75.
I don't believe that they belong there, and Ozzy and Frampton should have been there a long time ago.
Well, Ozzy's already in there with Sabbath.
Yeah, but not as a solo artist, and as a solo artist.
Well, yeah, Ozzy should have been in there a long time ago. Yeah.
And the same thing with Frampton. Frampton should have been
in there. Definitely should have been.
Almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I was surprised that Frampton wasn't.
Foreigner sold 3 million more than Boston. Foreigner had how many albums compared to Boston?
But still, they had more consistent albums.
No, dude, they haven't.
No, they haven't. Okay, the first album sold a lot, but the second album was only 2 million.
The one cool thing about the Hall of Fame is, I'll say, I know it's not my turn, I'm sorry, is that you get to see these guys perform live that you probably won't ever see again. So I don't think Lou Graham's actually going to perform.
No, Lou Graham is. He said that,
I don't know. They said
he said he didn't like the song they picked. They wanted them to play I Want to Know What Love
that's
Is.
Great.
And he wants to play Jukebox Hero. He wants to play Jukebox Hero.
And I hate that song. So
as a fan of Foreigner, dude, I'm excited to see that actually. So that's the only cool thing about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, in my opinion. So
for me, I love the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I love the nominees. I like to talk about it. I've been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I was there from open to close. I love all the artifacts. I loved it.
I love the building. I hate the institution.
I
think it's a really cool museum. I hate the people that are behind it.
You hate the politics of it.
Yes,
I understand that. But I also like to give homage to the ones that are in there, and the ones that don't belong there. Which the past 5 years, a whole boatload of people that don't belong in there have gone in there, and that's really irritating me.
See, I'm of 2 minds on it because over the past 7 or 8 years, there's a lot of artists that should have been in it 50 years ago that are finally getting in it. Bands like Yes, Rush, the Moody Blues, all these bands that are really influential.
Deep
Purple, even Kiss, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, whatever people want to say about Kiss, I know I shit on them a lot, but I mean, there's no band that's influenced more people than Kiss and the Beatles, in my opinion.
Oh, Kiss should have been there a long ass time ago too.
Yeah. I mean, say what you will about them, but they had a major fucking. Say what you will about Kiss, and I talk a lot of shit about them, but they had a major impact, and they I said, man, no band
bands formed because of them.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. No 2 bands have influenced more people than Kiss and the Beatles. You can't name me one freaking band that's influenced more people than.
You can name 2 actually: Zeppelin and Sabbath.
Rush?
Nah, I mean they influenced a lot of people, but nowhere near the amount that the Beatles.
I think Rush has influenced a lot of bands.
Not as many as the other ones that have been.
Well, I agree with that.
I mean, Kiss plays rock and roll before they get on stage.
And Eric Led Zeppelin has inspired a lot of bands too. Don't forget about them.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying they haven't, but I'm saying not even they influence more people than Kiss and the Beatles.
I think Led Zeppelin influenced more people than Kiss.
Mark, let me finish my point though. The reason is lot of people like the Beatles and Kiss appeal to like everyone, and the biggest thing is a lot of people at young ages get into Beatles and Kiss. A lot of little kids will not get into like Led Zeppelin or Sabbath, but little kids will get into the Beatles or Kiss very easily. And so there's a lot of people, like a lot of people that were like early bloomers that like got into music at an early age. It was because of Kiss and the Beatles, and that's what led them to bands like
yeah, mine was
Sabbath
Kiss.
and
I'll give you that
Zeppelin.
much.
Like how many times you heard like like dude, you can. There's so many artists out there of all different genres, and they always say like, oh, the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, or oh, Kiss. When I was kid, I was all about Kiss when I was a little kid. Those two bands influenced so many people. And the biggest thing is because they got the kids demographic, so they get a lot of, like people into music at like an early age as like kids.
They're gateways.
Yeah.
Yes, they're the perfect like gateway bands.
Yeah, but the Beatles really do transform different genres.
Everything.
Yeah, it's like Beatles are the roots.
Hip hop,
everything.
Like, everything.
Exactly. I agree with you on that one.
So Al, you got anything to say about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees? Oh, people getting in, I mean.
I think they're finally getting some people right in there. I mean, now that Jan Wenner is gone, that's probably why Foreigner got in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, but just getting rid of one guy doesn't fix the politics.
Yeah, because he intimidated everybody in there.
Yeah, but he was a big part of the problem, though. He was a big part of the problem. But I don't know, dude. I'm glad for that, man. That's it.
Yeah, if that's what they want, then cool.
Yeah.
At least they're doing it while
if they value it, I'm happy for them.
At least they're doing it while Frampton and Ozzy and Mick Jones and Lou Gramm are still alive.
And Lou.
Motorhead, actually, I think they're deserving of going in. Who the fuck's gonna induct them?
Motorhead should be in a fucking Rock and Roll.
Yeah, but like, who's gonna go up there?
They inspired a lot of people too.
The band is dead.
No, it's sad, dude. There's that image of the Ace and Spades album cover with all of them
with
gone.
None of them on there.
It's so fucking depressing because it's like, yeah, they're all gone.
They did the same thing with the Ramones debut album too, where they're standing against the wall, and they're all like erased. It's all that is depressing, man. But Ramones got in when they were still alive, except Joey Ramone. He that died already, but at least the other three guys were still alive.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, I think the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame kind of cursed them because after that, each year somebody died after that.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, so
Jerry the Panthers won.
So all right. So did everybody talk about the Hall of Fame? Everybody talk about the Hall of Fame?
I'm good.
So let's get to some like history, man.
Are we almost done? We're kind of dragging here.
Yeah, well, no. Well, you guys kept going off. I had like two other fucking good subjects, but I'm cutting them. I'm cutting out Sammy getting a star in a Rock and Roll.
Thank you. Bye.
Fuck Sammy Hagar.
And Sebastian Bach.
Fucking die already.
He's very deserving of being in being on the Walk of Fame.
What did he do to be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
I'm gonna take a shit on his Walk of Fame.
What has he done?
We're not talking about that. Let's get out of this.
Why has he though, Mark?
He's an entertainer. He's an entertainer, Jerry.
All right. Whatever.
Okay.
All
right. Let's get to the last story because this will be cool because half of you people don't remember this shit. New Coke came out 39 years ago to a fucking bunch of fucking outrage. Al?
I'll let Al talk about
New Coke?
New Coke came out 39 years ago.
Is this a music show or what is this?
It's pop culture.
We do pop culture too.
Yeah, well,
we do sports. I didn't even get to the sports story.
New Coke fucking, I don't know. I don't even remember what the hell it tasted like. Man.
It tasted like
Pepsi.
Yeah. All right, so I got to chime in here with New Coke.
Go ahead.
Even though I was not born when this whole thing happened, I did a lot of research on it. From what I heard, New Coke, a lot of people, they didn't hate it. Like, they didn't hate the taste of it, but they hated the fact that they replaced it completely.
Right.
Like, they replaced the original formula. Like, people wanted that option of New Coke and then the Coke
Well,
Classic.
then they start calling the other one Classic Coke.
Then? And then they just completely got rid of New Coke. But it was like people, it's like kind of a little bit of a misconception. people didn't hate it. They just didn't like the fact that they removed the original.
Oh,
product.
I hated it. It tastes like
Oh,
Pepsi.
I remember as a kid,
I hated it.
It tasted. You couldn't take the Pepsi challenge with those two because they tasted the fucking same.
Tastes the
They
same.
really
Pepsi sucks.
Pepsi
I love
sucks.
Pepsi. It's the best.
Yeah, Jerry.
I love Pepsi. It's a choice of a new generation. It depends on my mood.
It pisses me off that Pepsi is in Back to the Future. It's like, fuck this Pepsi shit.
It depends
Pepsi
on my mood.
free.
Like, it depends.
If you want a Pepsi, pal, you got to pay for it. Give me a tab. Dude, you got to buy something, get a tab.
It alternates between me. It's like, it's sometimes I'm in the mood for a Pepsi, sometimes I'm in the mood for a Coke. It was funny. We were doing filter changes at the apartment complex I work at. Yeah. And we had to write down serial numbers. It's still new construction. We had to write down all the model and serial numbers for all the fucking appliances. That was a pain in the ass. But so I'm going in everyone's refrigerator to get these model and serial numbers. And the one guy had that new Coca-Cola spiced, which is like a raspberry spiced flavor, which was really good actually. And like I told the guy, I'm like, oh hey man, like I tried this. It's actually really good. He's like, I love it. I bought like I ordered a couple more cases of it. And I'm like, it kind of reminds me of like when Pepsi did that like holiday spice flavor years back. And this guy was like, oh, I hate Pepsi. I hate like it tastes like shit. Like he went off. And I was like, holy shit.
Oh, that holiday spice shit tasted. It was horrible, man. I hate that shit.
So that Max
I liked it. I thought it was good.
Oh.
So that Max Headroom was because of the new Coke, right? When they introduced Max Headroom. Oh
really? I didn't know that.
Matt Fuhrer rules. I love that guy. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids too, man.
And this just in, Eric loved Crystal Pepsi because they use Van Halen's Right Now in the commercial.
Oh, that was a horrible fucking soda. It was like it was like the Zima of sodas, or
that wasn't very
Gary's good. White Claw.
I drank a Crystal Pepsi. I drank a Crystal Pepsi thanks to LA Beast.
All right, man. Well, what do we?
I drank one White Claw and I never fucking hear the end of it.
Who cares, dude?
You had to send me. You sent me a drunk picture. Come on.
I don't even remember drinking it or not. It was by my fucking bedside.
You drank it.
I don't know if I did or not.
You drank it.
But I was framed.
Jerry, let's get into the subject, man.
We're
doing a countdown.
Yeah, finally.
Let me get my list real quick and get a refill.
I'm gonna go to bed at like fucking 1 a.m. and shit.
Oh, sorry.
All right, let's whip through these and since Eric's gone, we'll start out with Al, man. Your number 11 for songs about with a night in the title.
All right, my number 11. I'm gonna go with Dokken, but I'm not gonna go with Unchained tonight. I'm gonna go with Sleepless Night off of Back to the Attack. I love that song, man. I've always have. I love that album. And,
that's my favorite Dokken album, actually.
Dude, those trio albums, man, are perfect to me. I think they got a little bit heavier again on Back for the Attack. Kind of took a little bit of the slickness away. But Sleepless Night, man, I love that song, man. Great tune. That's my number 11. I'm going with that.
Cool. Andy.
Yeah, mine I just added last night because I was telling Al, I was driving to work the other day and Peter Gabriel's "In Your Eyes" came out, and I was driving to work. I said, well, that's a cool ballad. It's a good song. But I was all like, but Phil Collins really made a lot of good ballads as well. So my number 11, Phil Collins, "One More Night."
That's a good one.
Cool. All right, Eric, since you're supposed to be first, why don't you go ahead?
All right. This is a tough list to make, and just to reiterate, I didn't include songs with midnight or two night in my list just to make it easier on me. Is like strictly only songs with the word night or nights in the title. So my first one I'm going with is a classic from I'd say it's my favorite AC/DC album. It's my favorite. It's my favorite, definitely of the Bon Scott era from the Highway to Hell album. That is the epic Night Prowler. Last song that Bon, I don't know if he recorded other stuff, after like demos or whatnot, but like the last song with Bon Scott, man, cool fucking song. It's so evil, especially like, they named that serial killer, Richard Ramirez after, this song, and just, It's an evil, nasty, evil, dark song, man. I fucking love it. I was listening to. I made like a big playlist, and I just keep deleting songs off of it until I finally had like 11. And I was like, I had to clean the pool this morning for work, and like, so I just put on my music, and like this song came on. Just like, man, this song is definitely making it on the list, you know. So, Night Prowler by AC/DC.
All right, Joe.
Alrighty, so my number 11 to get this list started with a first song off a debut album. And the first time I saw one of the guys from this band live, it was okay. The first couple songs I was getting, it was whatever. And then this song kicked in with the bells at the beginning and the riff kicks in. And man, I need a shot of gasoline. Night Songs by Cinderella.
Yes. Fucking A, man. I love that.
What an amazing track. I mean, really gets that vibe of like darkness, the riff, the
what this job and paying the bills. Yeah.
The first time I saw Tom Kiefer live, the first couple songs were like whatever. He played some good stuff. I think he opened with More Things Change, some good songs. I was like, oh, this is okay. And then when the gong went on, and then
that rip is fucking tasty.
Now I'm into it. And he belted out that track, and I'm like, okay, now I'm into it.
Yeah.
Amazing track. What a way to open a career.
I know, right? That's a tasty, like creepy kind of riff, man.
We did a track by track between Slippery When Wet and Night Songs, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that'd be a slaughter.
It was a slaughter.
I don't remember who
it was. Was I on that, or was I?
You were on there. You were on. Yeah, you were on there, Eric.
What was the Cinderella? What's the Cinderella we did?
What?
Oh, we did Long Cold Winter against High and Dry. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bad.
That's also a slaughter.
That was a slaughter. Yeah.
We did Slippery When Wet against Night Songs though, and Night Songs fucking blew it out of the water.
Yeah. Well, not for me. Well, not for all of us. I think I like Slippery When Wet more, and I know I did. And in fact, I picked up because that was my very first concert was Night Songs and the Slippery When Wet tour.
Yeah,
that was the first one I ever went to.
All right, Mark.
Good show too.
You guys know me. I love this artist. This list should have been higher on the list, but I was making a list and I got lazy and didn't want to move them around. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Night Watchman off the Hard Promises album.
Good one.
I just love I'm the Night Watchman. Yeah, I just love the fucking
karaoke going in there.
We do a lot of fucking karaoke on this show.
Fucking Night Watchman is just what live is even better when he does it live on any live album this song is on. It just fucking kills live. It just puts me in a fucking mood that somebody's watching me and fucking watch what you're doing. It's like creepy. It's a creepy fucking song. Like this guy is stalking me. Like, and I love this song. It's fucking creepy as fuck, but I love it.
Cool. My pick is a fucking classic. I'll be loaded like a freight train. Flying like a plane. Feeling like a space train. One more time tonight. Boy, I can't. Boy, I think I play guitar, but I can't sing. But fucking Night Train by Guns N' Roses. Love that fucking song, dude. One of the best on the album.
Great song.
Love that song.
Yeah. Love that song too.
So yeah, that's my number 11.
When I saw them live last year, it was right in the middle of the set. The crowd was getting pretty dead, and all of a sudden, the train whistle blew over the loudspeaker, and the whole crowd just went nuts.
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
I remember when I was a kid and that came out. I had on cassette, and I would rewind it over and over to get back to Night Train, over and over, rewind it.
Hell yeah, it's so good.
Before I let it go through. Yeah,
man, with that band on fire with that fucking album, dude. It's just they got too safe on fucking Use Your Illusion, man. I don't know, in my opinion, dude.
I wouldn't say they got safe. They just got too glitzy and Broadway.
Yeah, but the thing is that how
they tried to be fucking Queen.
Yeah, but how can you do Lies, 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 which was freaking lazy as hell right after Appetite for Destruction? was a horrible move. Horrible.
Well, they wanted. I'll tell you what, man. They didn't write. They probably wanted to put out product really quick because fucking, they combined the Uzi Live Like a Suicide, which wasn't really live, but the EP that came out before Appetite, and they just threw 4 more acoustic songs there to make an album. They want to capitalize on fucking how much they blew up, and they probably didn't have. They were on tour. They probably were just didn't have time to go in and write an album. So
but still, I don't like it.
They threw that together.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Al, you're probably right about
that. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Well, they always talk about how they had "Don't Cry" in their back pocket, even during the Appetite for Destruction days.
Yeah, that was written way back.
Yeah, they had I read in an interview that they had that in their back pocket just in case Appetite didn't blow up, that they could put out "Don't Cry."
Yeah, because that was on the Appetite box set.
Yeah,
already.
All right, number 10, Eric. Sorry, you guys, done talking. My bad.
Number 10, I mean, in my opinion, probably like the ultimate summertime song off like one of the ultimate summertime albums, man. Gotta go with Dance the Night Away by Van Halen, man. Love that fucking song. Such a happy, good time, feel good fucking song by the Masters.
Memories of that song. The memories of
that. Yeah. I remember me being a huge wrestling fan. I remember I used to subscribe to WWE Magazine, and one of my favorite wrestlers who actually lives in Nashville. I hope I run into him at Farmer's Market or something one day. But Adam Copeland, also known as Edge, they had like a section in one of the WWE magazines, and it was like each one of them was talking about they asked like summer related questions, and like one of them was like, "What's your favorite summertime song?" He's like, "Well, Van Halen's the ultimate summertime band." He's like, "I gotta go with Dance the Night Away. That's the ultimate summertime song." I love it, man. I love when they use it in the movie That's My Boy. Because it's like a fun, it's like a, hey, let's go out and hang out and drink and just have fun song with your buddies, and it's a great song. I love it.
I got so many memories with that whole album, Van Halen.
Yeah, it's a great summertime, but specifically that song is like such a highlight because it's so feel good. That's my number 10.
All right, Al.
Number 10, I'm going with Rolling Stones. Let's Spend the Night Together. Classic Stones. I've always been more of a Stones guy than a Beatles guy. I have come around to the Beatles. I love the Beatles too, but I've always been leaned a little more to the Stones. I always liked their dangerousness and all that shit. But now that I learned more about the Beatles, I really read into them. I mean, they were dangerous too, man, in their own way. So
the Stones were fake dangerous.
Yeah. They were, yeah. For me, with the Stones, I like the Hot Rocks album and Angie, and that's it.
Okay.
Oh no, I like the Stones a lot, but not more.
That's all right. That's my number 10. Let's Spend the Night Together.
Yeah.
All right, Andy. Nice. I'm sorry, Al. You done?
No, it's all right. I'm good, man.
All right. Go ahead, Andy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so attacking. This song comes from 2001.
Oh, wow.
It comes from 2001, from the debut album, which is a fantastic debut album. It's one of my favorite debut albums by The Strokes, the song Last Night. Love that song. I really liked that early 2000s New York club.
Kind of a garage rock revival a little bit there. Yeah.
It was really, really interesting and really gave alternative rock music a punch in the arm that it really needed because it got very stale. Even though it didn't last that long, it only lasted like 2 or 3 years. That scene, and then it just got stale again.
What was it the Strokes, the Vines, and Vines? And, it was a couple other bands.
Yeah, but Jet, but they weren't.
I love those first 3 Jet albums.
What the Strokes were.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, the first album was really good. I like that song.
You done, Andy? Sorry, the fireball is kind of kicking in. I'm sorry if I interrupt. I'm not trying to, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right, man. It's your show.
Joe, you're next.
Alrighty, so my number 10. This is one that a lot of people might not know, but it's a set of songs actually. It's a set of songs that I've really, really gotten into for a band that I was kind of hit or miss on that I'm starting to come around to a little bit more. and that is the '80s progressive rock band Marillion, and off their album Clutching at Straws. It's the opening trio. It's a little medley of songs.
What's the name of it?
Marillion.
How do you spell it?
Marilllion.
They have one big MTV hit. I can't remember.
Kaylee.
Yeah.
Kaylee was their big hit.
Yeah, that was a big hit. Yeah.
But it's an opening trio of songs, Hotel Hobbies, Warm Wet Circles, and concluding with That Time of the Night. And at this point in their career, it was their fourth album, and it was their last with their original singer. And he was going through a lot of drug and alcohol problems at the time. And these three songs are basically a chronic, well, the whole album largely, but particularly these three songs, it's set from the perspective of somebody sitting in a bar. And it's going through the progression of the night as he's sitting in the bar, and he's getting progressively angrier at the world. And it starts out with the first track is kind of just him talking about what he's seeing and the different aspects of nightclub life and all this stuff. And then the second track is a little bit more of like a ballad, and it's kind of just like getting into the mindset of that kind of a character, which was his life at the time. And then the final track is kind of this like angry rebuke of the world, and it's a really kind of great little suite of songs that really chronicles life with those sort of pitfalls in the late '80s, especially with a touring band that was just starting to break through, but was touring nonstop and was really kind of adding to his drug and alcohol issues. And consequently, this would be his last album with the band. He would quit the band over issues with management that the band couldn't settle. So it's kind of poignant that this was his last album, that all these issues that were plaguing him would eventually cause him to leave the band not even a year later.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really poignant to me, and the kind of struggles of people who go through that kind of stuff. And so that is my number 10. It was Fish. Yeah.
Those Fish era albums are fantastic.
Yeah.
I like them a lot, man.
Yeah. Those are the albums that I can't really get into the Hogarth stuff. But those 4 Fish albums I think are just really phenomenal progressive rock.
Yeah. If you like old Genesis with Gabriel, that's kind of kind of picked up that torch and went with it.
Oh, so, really? Interesting.
Yeah. They got, especially on their first album.
I think you should try them out, man. You dig them, I think.
On their first album particularly, they got like ripped to shreds for being Genesis clones. But I think they're a lot. I think they're a lot more than that. They just got. It was right around their first album came out in '83, so that was when Genesis was huge, and so they got kind of ripped to shreds for being Genesis clones. But I think they're a lot more than that.
Because that, and on stage, Fish, he kind
of the makeup
and had the makeup. He was a little bit like Gabriel back in the '70s, man.
He was a Scottish Peter Gabriel.
Yeah,
very Scottish.
All right, Mark.
So my number 10 is one of my favorite bands. Like I said, some of these songs could have been higher or lower. Man, I picked Tesla, Lazy Days, Crazy Nights.
Oh, good song, dude.
I just fucking like this. Listen to the song. I like those lazy days and crazy nights.
Love that album.
That's a great album. My mom had that album and played it a lot. It's a great one.
It's a kickback song. You're just sitting there. I'm doing time right here on borrowed time. I'm like, fucking A.
Yeah, I mean, their first 2 albums, I don't think there was a bad song in either one of them. Actually, thinking about it. I mean, they were both great.
Bust a Nut had that cover, but
I like
otherwise that album is awesome.
Yeah. Bust a Nut.
I love Bustin'. Invited fucking rules.
I thought it was one of the better albums of the '90s, in my opinion.
Yeah. So Lazy Days, Crazy Nights, man.
Cool. I'm gonna go a little poppy here with my pick. This album didn't really do as well. He had 2 really good selling albums before this one, but I'm talking about Bryan Adams and The Heat of the Night. I really fucking like. It's one of my favorite songs by Bryan Adams. That album, Into the Fire, didn't really do well. I mean, that to follow Cuts Like a Knife and Reckless.
That's my favorite Bryan Adams album.
And it's got some good stuff on it. I agree.
It's
He went
bluesy
a
as
little.
fuck.
He went a little different direction than the last two albums, but it's still a good album.
I saw him on that tour at the Forum with the Hooters opening. It's fucking amazing fucking concert.
Yeah, I've only seen him once on the Waking Up the Neighbors tour.
That's a great album too.
What's that?
You just saw Bryan Adams recently, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him before I moved to Florida, and Joan Jett opened up for him.
Joan Jett was up for everybody.
Madison Square Garden.
Was he good? Still sound good?
Great, fucking still great, dude. That's the guy and he's like one of those guys that one of those artists that you go to where you're gonna know like every single song. He's had so many fucking hits, Yeah. It's like seeing him and like Billy Joel and guys like that you'll fucking know like every song and shit. So,
Yeah, that song was on my mentions, Jerry. So I'll take that one off my mentions.
Why?
I didn't put him in there because it's a great song. No, he was on my honorable mentions.
Doesn't matter. It's still an honorable mention, man.
Okay, there you go.
All right, Eric. Go ahead,
man. All right, number 9. So, I mean, besides like heavy metal, hard rock music, there are a couple other genres I do like. One of them being I love 50s and early 60s pop music, like some of the doo-wop and all that kind of stuff. And this song I love because it is in a movie that me and Mark both really fucking love. I didn't bring the DVD. I was gonna pull Joseph Staub and pull out the DVD, but I forgot to do that. It's from the movie Mischief, which is a great fucking movie.
I don't have that fucking DVD.
I adore. You don't have it on DVD? What the fuck?
Somebody fucking stole it years ago. I
haven't replaced it. Better fucking get it back. But
I'm waiting for the 4K version.
Yeah, but it's never gonna come out 4K. Mark.
Oh come on, that's a great movie.
But no. All right, so I ain't said
let him talk.
Yeah. So my number 9. My number 9. Jesus Christ.
Andy with the Quick on the Night, man. Cool.
Yeah.
What was the name of the song?
He hasn't said it yet.
My number 9 is One Summer Night by the Dandeliers. Amazing late 50s doo-wop, pop song. Just so fucking good. It's so short, sweet, and beautiful. And I also like those little like poppy songs from the late 50s.
Oh yeah, I love that era.
Yeah, I've grown as I got older to really love that era.
Yeah. And honestly, from a song, like when I thought I was a musician, I was like in a band for a little bit. Like anytime I write lyrics or songs, I would listen to that stuff because it's so simple and it's just like really it's just like the roots, the very roots of like what music eventually sprouted out into.
Yeah.
And so like it was easier to listen to stuff like that and get inspired for an idea as it was like listening to like, this or that, listening to those real simplistic like pop songs from back then. It was like the best way for me to write like great melody lines and this and that. So, but One Summer Night by the Dandeliers, great song. Check out the song and the movie Mischief. It's a great movie.
Oh yeah,
Kelly Preston, man.
Kelly
my
Preston.
God.
Ow!
Ooh, Kelly Preston. Like
John
Travolta, wasn't he gay? How did he get her? He was gay, wasn't he?
Not gay.
John Travolta wasn't gay. He was a little odd.
Okay.
Well, just because he had that awkward.
That's fucking Vinnie Barbarino you're talking about, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. Up your nose, up your nose with the rubber hose.
With a rubber fucking hose, bitch.
Just because he had that weird scene in the movie Perfect doesn't mean he was gay.
Ow. Let's get off.
I'm next. Okay. I'm going to the debut Doors album, End of the Night.
Oh, that's a good one. I
almost made my list. Almost made my list.
Dude, you want to like drive through the night and listen to that song. It's so fucking psychedelic and fucking strange, dude. But it's pure Doors. That debut Doors album is one of my favorite albums of all time. I grew up on that album because my older brother, and my older brother was the biggest Doors and Led Zeppelin fan. So Led Zeppelin and Doors were really the first two bands I really, as a little kid, like growing up, like I would see my brother come home with an album, open it up, put it on a turntable, look at the liner notes and the pictures and the artwork. And I was just so intrigued by it as like a 5 or 6 year old, but the Doors, I remember that debut album Jim Morrison's face being huge on it, and the other band members kind of almost like leaning on his face, and it made such an impression on me. And I love that song, "End of the Night," man.
It's cool. So. It's a cool song, man. Love that debut.
Yeah. We did a vinyl battle with that debut of the Doors against the debut of Hendrix and the Experience, which was really good. Man. Remember? I think it was.
I don't remember
us with Edwin and somebody else was on there. But that was a fun show.
Probably Kate.
Yeah, it was Kate.
I did the Doors debut album on Rock All Over You podcast with Edwin and
Yes, that was a great episode too.
That was a great episode, yeah.
Really great episode.
Because Lee wouldn't do it at the time, and I said, I got to do it with you guys. This is pissing me off.
Hell yeah.
Hey, now we could do it. Lee's not here anymore.
But that's my number 9. So,
all right, Andy.
Good track. Yeah, my number 9. I'm going to go with the Eagles off of the Desperado album, Saturday Night.
Ooh, good.
Great track. If y'all heard the whole album Desperado, it's a concept album about the Old West. And
great album.
It talks about him and his girl, they're about to get married, and then a railroad is built around there, and all these men start coming into town. And she starts passing her time with another man. No, she starts passing her time at another man's side. It's just a great track by the Eagles.
That's pre-Joe Walsh too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Bernie Lee.
Oh, yes. Joe Walsh came.
That's
the first Don Felder album, ain't it?
No, Don Felder was The Border.
Gotcha.
I thought he was one of these nights.
Or maybe one of these nights or The Border. One of these nights too.
He was after On the Border.
Yeah,
you're right. Oh, you're right.
Well, On the Border is my favorite Eagles album. So
because Joe Walsh didn't come in until Hotel California.
Yeah, Joe Walsh. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I always
the first 3 albums was just Bernie Lee.
Don Felder, I think, is a much better guitarist than Joe Walsh is. I'm sorry. I know I get shit for that.
Who has the best solo albums?
Solos, man, are fucking awesome, dude.
But who has the best solo albums?
Well, Don Felder's got one.
Joe Walsh. Thank you.
Yeah, but let's talk about the work they did in the Eagles.
I'm not saying Joe Walsh is a slouch by any means, but I love Don Felder's solo with him. So
but I don't. But this was off their second album, off of Desperado, and it's a great track. And it's also on the live Eagles 80, which is where I heard it from at first. So that's one of my favorite songs by the Eagles. Saturday Night, cool track.
Cool. All right, Joe.
All righty, Mark, close your ears.
Oh, great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nights on Broadway. Nights on Broadway.
Oh.
One of my that's one of my honorable mentions. One of my absolute favorite Bee Gees songs. Really, I mean, it captures the vibe of just what I think is just like walking down a really lit city street at night, walking down, living it, blaming it all on the Nights on Broadway. Love it. I mean, it's amazing. I love the groove to it. Like I said, your favorite word, Mark. I love the groove to it.
Take a shot.
I love the vocals on it, the harmonies, and just the instrumental too. It's a great track, and I think it really captures that vibe of like Vegas in the 70s before Vegas was a completely separate thing. And like you watch some of those like 70s TV shows, you like watch The Incredible Hulk from the 70s, watch the Vegas episode, or some of those old TV shows in an episode when they go to either Vegas or like
just watch the show Vegas,
the Greatest American Hero.
Yeah, or like a show set in LA at nighttime, or like you watch an old like 70s movie. Like this song perfectly captures that. And it's an amazing track. It's one of my favorite Bee Gees
tracks. Watch the original Ocean's 11.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you
go. Cool. Anyway, okay. Mark, you're next, man.
Mark, I'm going to take those long nights, impossible odds, keeping my high and the key.
Blue Collar Man?
Blue Collar Man. It's Long Nights is in the title, dude.
That's true. It is. You're right.
Long nights.
Parentheses. Yeah.
I'll take those long nights. And
I would have picked that, but I didn't think about that. Damn it.
Well, at least somebody did.
I thought you were going to pick it, Jerry.
I didn't think
That's
about
one
the
of the.
parentheses.
I was picking other songs I didn't think you guys would pick.
That's why I hate
said, "Fuck it."
parentheses. I hate when they put fucking part of it in the parentheses. I fucking hate that.
But he says "long nights" in the song, dude.
I know. I get that.
I'll take those long nights.
But you never think about it being in the title. But
yeah, because I in parentheses, which Edwin hates. Edwin fucking hates parentheses.
I do too. It's like, why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's like fooling yourself, angry young man. I love that shit too. There you go. But Styx likes parentheses. Maybe Edwin doesn't like Styx. I don't know. I haven't asked him that yet.
We'll review a Styx album in the future.
Hey! Me and Jerry need to be on that episode.
Fucking Styx rules, dude. Yeah. All right, is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a band that Mark absolutely fucking loves, and we did a review on this album, and their album Outsider was fucking amazing, by the way. But I'm going off something. Darkness Remains. Welcome to the Night by Night Demon.
Oh,
yeah!
What a fucking great tune that is, dude. What a great band. I don't know why they haven't really, taken off in America. I don't like.
I will admit, I wasn't too big on the last album. I wasn't too big on the last album.
They did that kooky song with a bunch of Maiden titles in the song. I get some of it, maybe.
That's why I didn't like that first album.
But listen to Outsider, dude. It's a fucking great album, dude. It's their best one so far. But that was a fun review to do. I mean, Mark fucking hated it, but I loved it. That was one of our first albums that we did that we didn't agree on, so that was kind of fun to do that. But anyway, that's my number 9. Number 8, Eric.
All right, number 8. So this song I fucking love it to death. It's by an artist that I'm not really a big fan of. And I gotta give a little story before I mention it. This one time, my mom had this friend who I took him to a Blackhawks game, a playoff Blackhawks game. I had an extra ticket, and my dad couldn't make it. I told him, I'm like, hey man, let's go see this Hawks game. It was game 1 of the 2013 conference finals between them and the Kings, and Blackhawks won. They kicked the Kings' ass that year and won the cup. But
got you guys.
Yeah, fuck you. That was a high stick by Jeff Carter, but whatever. I digress. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you and your stupid
Jeff
team.
Carter.
But anyway, let me finish
the
fuck him. Anyway, let me finish.
Jeff Carter.
So because of that, later that summer, he had a similar situation. He had an extra ticket to see Bruce Springsteen, and his it was like his daughter or his son couldn't make it, and he invited me to go. I'm like, fuck yeah, I dig a couple Bruce Springsteen tunes. So it was at Wrigley Field, and it was like just downpouring that whole show, but we're still there, we're enjoying it. He was playing some good songs. He played one song, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know this. It started off, I'm like, God damn, I know this song. You're trying to like put together in your head, like, what song is this? And you're like, holy shit, Bruce Springsteen's playing a fucking Keel song, because this song is Because the Night by Keel. Oh my God, I love Ron Keel's version of Because the Night. It fucking rules. It's so good. It's so like, I love his version the best. I think
I'm just scarred.
Me and Jerry are getting
it's a Keel song
right
that
now.
was a Patti Smith song that was written by Bruce Springsteen.
The Patti Smith version, I listened to it. It fucking sucks.
I love that
Bruce Springsteen. I like Bruce Springsteen when he does it live. I like the studio version, but the Keel version is the definitive version for me. And I love it. I love that part. Like after the solo where he's like, and when overseas with diamond visual circle turns and turns the early bird. I love that part. So good. It's just like orgasmic, man. But yeah, I'm going with Because the Night by Keel.
I like the 10,000 Maniacs version. I've always liked Natalie Merchant. I've always had something I really love
Natalie Merchant's got a cool vibe. Yeah. I've liked her. I've liked 10,000.
I always liked her voice. So.
I think too at that concert, I like when you started playing that, and I finally figured out what song it was. I think I even shouted that out like, "Holy shit, he's playing a Keel song!" And everyone just like looked at me like.
Everybody's probably like, "What?"
Yeah, everyone's like, "What?
Who the fuck is Ron Keel?"
And you know who Keel is.
All right, Al, you're next, brother.
All right, man. I'm going to the debut Queensryche EP, Night Ride.
Oh, nice, that one almost made my list too.
That's a good one. I didn't think of that one.
That Queensryche EP, man, is just like
great EP.
It's just 4 songs to the fucking point, bro. And I mean, if you have the remastered one, it's 5 songs, but the original is 4. And Night Rider is just Jeff Tate's voice just in another world. You know, those early Queensrÿche albums, I think he was just tough to beat, man. You know,
He was.
Yeah.
He definitely was in the top 5 fucking top vocalists, man. You know,
Yeah, I agree.
so Knight Rider, man, Queensrÿche number 8 for me.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, my number 8 is off of the Last in Line album by Deal. I Drive at Night.
Oh, that was another one.
Speed at Night.
Speed at night.
I speed at night, right?
It's such a shorter, huh?
I speed at night.
I speed at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said, right? I speed at
No,
night.
I
drive at night.
Sorry, I speed at night. But it's such a great track that's right there in the middle, and it's short and it's right to the punch.
Great track, man.
And
it is incredible.
Campus sounds absolutely amazing on there.
Yep.
So I speed at night.
That's actually the first Dio solo I ever got. I got that before I ever had Holy Diver. I had Last in Line was the first.
I love Last in Line. I love it.
Yeah,
I love the whole
Egyptian.
I love the whole Egyptian album cover too.
Yeah.
That video scared the fuck out of me, though.
There wasn't too much of a budget in those early Dio videos,
the Rainbow in the Dark video was so bad.
He's on top of a roof.
That Last in Line video was amazing. Now,
elevator.
Oh god, it was a great video.
Yeah,
it was such a good
video.
Down
to the bottom, they're playing arcade games. Yeah.
All right, Joe, you're next.
All right, so my number 8 is my one track, or number whatever this is, number 8. This is my one track that does not have the word night in it, and that is Ozzy Osbourne, Waiting for Darkness.
Oh, great.
Technically, technically it does count.
Yeah.
It's not about nighttime.
Well, yeah, it's all about nighttime. It's the lyrics are about.
Yeah.
It's amazing track. One of my favorite songs.
My favorite off that album.
Yeah, I'm kind of hit or miss with that album. But that's an amazing track.
Yeah.
I like Bark at the Moon. I liked it better than Sam.
I love Bark at the Moon. I just hate Slow Down. I hate Slow Down. That song sucks. Don Airy needs to slow down with the fucking keyboards on that song. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I fucking love Harry.
I like it.
I love the atmosphere on Waiting for Darkness.
His own
Ozzy
show.
does great.
I love So Tired too. I even love that song.
Yeah, it's a really good album. I like it.
All right, so Mark, I guess you're next, man.
Mark.
I'm next. Yeah, of course I had to pick this song. The band is named after this song. And it's like, Night Ranger, who you gonna run to now? Night Ranger.
Great fucking
Ranger.
I'm going to be seeing them play that next weekend.
I could hear you calling, Night Ranger. Okay, karaoke's over. That's my number 8.
One thing I don't get about that band is you got the 3 guys in the band that with the long hair, they look like they're in a rock band. Then you got some bald dude with a beard and a beret. And then you got this dorky looking guy on drums.
Then you got Kelly Keegy, who just looks
Alan
so
Fitzgerald
dorky.
did all the background keyboards for the
You didn't know
fucking Van Halen.
You didn't know that's Larry Dallas on the drums from Three's Company?
He looks like it.
Larry Dallas looks cool. The guy that plays drums for Night Ranger.
Hey, Kelly Keegy rules, man. Don't fuck with Kelly Keegy.
He's a fucking. I love him.
He's a great drummer, and he sings while he's drumming.
Yeah, but
I love
he looks like
I think of every time I see. Every time I see a picture,
he's a great. You try to sing and drum.
Hey, every time I see a picture of Night Ranger, all I can think is this band, their keyboardist and their drummer quit, and they're like, "Fuck, we need to find replacements." And they're like, "Oh, my dad's friend plays keyboards." And he's like, "Well, my sister's boyfriend plays drums."
Hey, Alan Fitzgerald helped that band get started, though.
In all fairness, you got to say the same thing about Cheap Trick as well.
Bunny Carl.
But Bunny was always cool with the.
And then you got Bunny
cigarette.
and Rick Nielsen aren't exactly attractive.
Rick Nielsen.
Yeah, but Rick Nielsen was the image of the band.
Well, that was the joke of the band. No, they put the hot guys on the front and the ugly guys on the back.
Yeah, my only problem.
Night Ranger should played around with that.
Yeah, my only problem with Kelly Keegy is he over fucking sings live, man. That's my only problem with him.
Hey, he still sounds
just
good
say,
though.
I gotta say, well, did that 1, 2,
It's
3.
like on
Man,
the
fucking sing the song the way you do, man.
Dude,
it's like on the album
you
cover.
know it's live. It ain't Vince
But
Neil.
yeah, he's got to sing over all the instrumentation, even solos, dude. It's like, dude, chill out for a few minutes. Man.
Every time I seen him, I had a good time. That's all.
But
that
no,
matters.
that debut album on Night Ranger is fucking awesome, dude. So
yeah. That's my number 8. So,
all right, this next song. If you don't like this song, you're like not human, in my opinion. I mean, we're talking about fucking Night Moves by Bob Seger, man. I mean, come on, dude.
Oh,
what a fucking great tune that is, man. I love Bob Seger. I love that album. That's probably my favorite Bob Seger album. I mean, again, that's one of those fucking guys like Tom Petty. I always wanted to see, but I always thought, there's going to be a next fucking time. But now he's fucking retired.
I got to see him live once at least.
Oh, man, dude, I would have fucking loved that.
And I had backstage passes. I met the whole band except him. He didn't come.
Oh, really? That sucks. Cool, but that kind of sucks.
I got to meet Don Brewer, who was drumming for him, and that to me that was like,
what? Don Brewer? Holy shit!
Don Brewer drums for Bob Seger too. He drummed for him. Yeah, so like live, he was his drummer, and I got to meet him, bro. I got a picture with him and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is a legend right here.
Yeah, so, he is.
Yeah, but what a fucking, I mean, a song that makes you fucking remember times of your life, dude.
Yeah,
a lot of Bob Seger songs are like that, but that one especially.
Well, he was such a staple on the radio, like 70s, radio and stuff. So, yeah. It's like when I was a little kid, man. I mean, hearing him and like Billy Joel and guys like that were like ingrained in my head just from listening to the radio, like going to my parents' car and they'd turn on the radio and that you'd always hear Bob Seger, you'd always hear guys like that. So a lot of hits, man.
Enjoy your retirement, dude. Well fucking deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Eric, man, number 7, brother.
All right, man, number 7. Now I gotta specify there's 2 versions of the song. The one I'm picking is the US version. You have to hear the US version. The other version sucks. It's just the other version's just too keyboard heavy. It's too happy and shitty. The US version's way more meatier, way more badass. And I'm talking about the great Michael Schenker and the Michael Schenker group with Rock My Nights Away.
Cool.
Like I said, you got to hear the US version. The original version's all like all happy, shitty keyboards and gay sounding, and
we love our gay audience, by the way.
We do. Hey, I'm grandfathered in. I grew up in an era where that was a normal thing to say. I'm grandfathered in. Damn it, I love gay people, but not in that way. Ooh, I don't play that way. But no, anyway. So Michael Schenker group, Rock My Nights Away, the U.S. version. The U.S. version's cool. It starts off like Schenker just alone.
I don't know, man.
Like guitar thing, and then the key, like the piano, like instead of keyboards, it's piano. Dun, 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 dun. And man, Schenker just like, especially the solo, he just rips on that shit. It's just a fun party time, like fucking great 80s metal song, man. Fucking rules. I love Schenker.
Does anybody know there was another guitarist, and when Robin McCauley was with them, he did like a Save Yourself album and the one after that.
Yeah, they are rhythm guitarists.
Does anybody? No, he played some leads and they were sweet.
What?
Man. Yeah. I can't remember his name right now.
I remember they had 2 guitarists. Now I remember the Michael Schenker group. They technically had Paul Raymond, so Paul Raymond would do like keyboards and rhythm guitar. You'd alternate,
like in UFO. Yeah.
Because he would jump ship with Schenker.
That dude was incredible, whatever his name is, man. Especially on that Save Yourself album, man.
I never really got into Macaulay Schenker group.
Is it a Macaulay Schenker album or a Macaulay like?
MSG. It's an album that had Anytime on it and all that shit.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
I never liked the Macaulay Schenker group. I only liked the song "Save Yourself" and the song "Time." That was it. I couldn't really get into them. It was just too AOR-y, and like that's not really what.
Yeah, he was going for a bit more commercial.
Yeah,
and I just when it comes to Michael Schenker, I don't want that.
Steve Mann, that's his name. That's right. I always remember that. But anyway, are you done, Eric? Or you still need to go?
That's it. Yeah.
All right, Al, number 7, man.
All right, man. We were talking about Eric and Edwin. I just listened to that episode today. The Zeppelin.
I know what you're going with.
The Zeppelin one you guys did. So I'm going Night Flight
Great
from
song.
Physical Graffiti. my physical graffiti is my favorite Zeppelin album. So
same here.
I had to pick that song, man. I love that song. Gives them
that'll show.
It's a cool vibe. I love the vibe of that song on there. They touch so many different styles on that album. So yeah, I love that song. Night Flight. I won't dwell on it further.
All right, Andy.
I don't remember, Eric. Did you like that song on there or no?
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah.
You just didn't like wontons.
I don't like the wonton song. I don't like it. Richie Blackmore took that riff and just made a better song.
No such thing as making a Jimmy Page riff better. Sorry, man. I love Richie.
Lady of the Lake, man. I also think Richie Blackmore is a better guitar singer.
That is a killer song, though.
Lady of the Lake. Oh god, that's my favorite.
I know she waits for love.
Nothing wrong with that.
Rules, man. God damn, I love it.
That's my favorite Rainbow song.
Nothing wrong with that opinion. So
it's a tie for me. All right, next.
Yeah, we all know the song by Journey, "Don't Stop Believing," but I've always thought that it was a complete copy of Bob Seger's "Hollywood Nights."
Nice.
That is a badass track.
Great song, great song.
I can't stand "Don't Stop Believing." I hate that song.
The story's so similar with boy meets girl. Boy falls in love with girl. Girl takes him out in the night through Hollywood, and he knew that he was out of place
on that California coast.
Yeah, he
saw it didn't work. Yeah, like it was the Sunspot 80. Sunspot 80. That's a totally different.
If you listen to that song, musically, it's got that cool gallop to it, man.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So
and he sings with such power.
Before Maiden was doing it.
The Silver Bullet Band was doing it.
That's right, man.
Fucking Silver Bullet Band.
And UFO was doing it too with Lights Out.
Hollywood Night.
UFO was doing it too with Lights Out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Zeppelin with Achilles' Last Stand.
Yeah. Another one.
Achilles' Last Stand. So awesome. All right,
Joe.
All right. Well, I guess I'll keep the theme going. Because ain't it funny how the night moves?
Yeah.
Looking on the night moves.
Fucking love that
Absolutely.
song.
Bob Seger is an American treasure.
Yes.
He is.
One of my absolute favorite, kind of storyteller ballads. Moves. Absolutely fantastic track. And just the middle section, though. Woke last night to the sound of thunder. That whole section.
Not far off.
Oh,
I don't wonder. Yes, and the thing is that it sounds so authentic and so real from him. Mm-hmm. It doesn't sound like he's trying to do this or that.
It doesn't sound like
the story.
It's not like John Bon Jovi.
Awesome.
It sounds legit.
Yeah, we did a review
Jovi
on
sings with his heart.
Yeah. We did a review on a Bob Seger live album. What we talked about was what an underrated vocalist he is.
Yeah.
Which live album was it? Was it
Live at Night?
9 Tonight.
Love that album.
My mom used to play that nonstop when I was in 5th grade in the car, and that song, that whole album fucking rules.
I like it better than Live Bullet because of the songs.
I'm not a Live Bullet guy. I love
that's why I like Live Bullet. I was gonna pick Live Bullet because everybody knows that. I said, but 9 Tonight's much better.
I
switched it.
But thing is that I've gone right now. I'm in the middle of listening to Bob Seger before Live Bullet. I was able to find Mongrel and Seven, the Bob Seger System.
Yeah, back in '72.
All on vinyl.
Nice.
So I'm really enjoying those albums.
All right, Mark.
Well, I'm gonna go with Judas Priest, Nightcrawler from the Painkiller album. Nice. Fucking love that fucking song. It just fucking sounds so sinister and evil. And it's just and the fucking double bass drums by Travis just fucking kick ass in my car.
Yeah.
I always fucking turn this song like a fucking full
turn it up to 11. You turn it up to 11.
I just turn it up to 60. My stereo goes to 60. I fucking just turn that shit up.
You just ruined the Spinal Tap joke, so fuck you.
I know what you meant. Turn it up to 11.
This goes up to 11.
But you could put it at 10 and it'll be the same thing. But this goes to 11.
This goes to 11.
This goes to 11.
Why not just make 10 louder?
Why don't you just take 10 and make 10
because
louder?
this goes to 11.
All right, so that's my number 7.
The album is fantastic, dude. Every time I hear it, it's like I get tired after when it's over. I'm like, whew, it's so good. It really is.
Yeah. That's my number 7, Jerry.
My turn?
Yeah.
Of course, I got to fucking put a Boston song in there. You know how I love Brad Delp. This is one of the only songs I think he actually wrote by himself, actually, on the debut album. Let Me Take You Home Tonight.
Great song.
The debut album. What fucking fantastic.
Now it's all right. Let me take you
home tonight.
It's all right. Yeah, I mean, I can't give Brad Delp praise enough, dude. What a great singer that was.
Oh, what a fucking awesome.
I know I fucking bring it up all the time.
Dude, he should be up there. He should be in the conversation as one of the top fucking vocalists.
I think he's better than I hate talking so much shit about this guy, but I get why he's loved, but I think he's better than like Freddie Mercury. I think Freddie Mercury's not bad, but I think they definitely like overhyped the fuck out of him when it comes to like greatest vocalist.
He's my favorite frontman of all time, but he's not my favorite singer.
That's David Lee Roth.
David Lee Roth, best frontman ever, man.
I gotta give
Diamond Dave, baby.
In Van Halen.
But I don't know, that debut album by Boston, dude. It's just me talking.
Perfect.
That never fucking gets old, man.
I love it, man. I adore that album so much. I'm gonna listen to that album right after this episode.
I did it after our episode last week where Jerry and I both picked Long Time. I the next morning in my car, the whole album.
I mean, the older I get, the more years go by. I love that album even fucking more, man. So
great album.
I probably had that right behind Physical Graffiti as my second favorite album.
It's one of the greatest albums ever.
It is.
It's one of my top 20 albums, definitely.
What a fucking debut album that was, man.
It was.
Yeah. But anyway, that's my number. Was that 7? Okay, number 6, Eric.
All right, number 6, man. This is the song I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. Once I get home from work, it's Friday night. Don't got work tomorrow. I can sleep in, and this like like to have a couple drinks and like just listen to my tunes, man. And this just for me, it's the ultimate Friday. Let's get ready for the weekend song. It's kind of cheesy, but I fucking love it. I've always loved it. I never get sick of it. I'm talking about All Night by Kiss. I love it. It's a great fucking song. I don't care what anyone says, man.
It is.
I love that. Dude, I love that song.
Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, I love that's such a catchy chorus. Like, well, we work all day and we don't know. It's like so.
But there's one thing that money can't buy.
That's a fun song, man. That's like, the video's fucking sexy and cool, and
I don't know those outfits in that asylum area.
Oh, you gotta have some cheesiness though. A great music video has to have a little bit of cheesiness.
What the fuck was Gene thinking of, man?
Oh my god, he looked terrible.
That's perfect for Paul Stanley.
That's perfect for Paul, yeah, but around that big platform and everything. It's
all the
so
beds, pushing the beds in.
Yeah. All the nurses with their butts moving in unison.
I like the girl on the Tears Are Falling video. I thought she was hot, man.
So. Yeah. I love. It's still my favorite video though. Is like by Kiss is Who Wants to Be Lonely.
Doing it wrong. I can't.
Okay, guys, you guys are getting on a Kiss tangent. Let's move it along.
Yeah, but All Night, man, the ultimate like Friday night get ready for the weekend.
It is,
song
dude. You're absolutely right, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're next.
Oh, okay. So, going from Led Zeppelin, we're going to Deep Purple, Black Knight.
Oh,
nice.
That one almost made my list too, man. I love it.
Black Knight. What album was that on?
It was a single from the In Rock era.
Yeah,
they put on I think it was on the US version of In Rock.
Running away.
But it's gonna be found on the In Rock when you go to your Apple. It's gonna be the.
Okay. That's why I said
it's on like the anniversary CDs and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Black Knight though, man. That's unbelievable.
And it's also like on all the greatest hits that they did afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
And speaking of Blackmore, we were talking about the Gallop before. Listen to the last song on there, Hard Lovin' Man.
I love that damn song.
That may be the first song with a Gallop that made it Gallop that would make Hayden, and that album came out in 1970.
Yep. Break my back with hard love. Fuck, that song rules.
Yeah. But Black Knight, man, Deep Purple, that's my number
fucking
6.
Deep Purple, man.
All right, Andy.
Awesome track. Where are we at? Number 6?
Yep.
Number 6.
Oh yeah. Jeez. Fly by Night by Rush. I love
That's another one that almost made my fucking.
That was one of my first songs that I really loved. Fly by Night to away from here.
Yeah. I love that high range that Katie had on those early
albums. Yeah. That was the first Rush song I ever heard.
Song, yeah.
My mom picked me up. It was like my mom was working nights, so I had to stay at my dad at nighttime, and then she'd pick me up and like get me on the bus stop for school. And she'd always be listening to songs. She was listening to Rush one day when we're driving home, and I was like, "Mom, who the fuck is this?" I was like, "Mom, who the fuck is this band?" And she's like, "It's Rush." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I need some of your Rush CDs."
My mom still doesn't know who Rush is.
That's a cool mom, Eric. Thank you.
Oh yeah, man.
I got nothing. My parents did not want me to go in music at fucking all, dude. So I didn't have that parental.
Yeah.
You know, but my sisters got me into rock and roll, so I'll thank them for
fucking
that.
A.
Parents,
my mom never stopped me from listening to any kind of music. So
and dude, it matters too. If your parents are into your musical career, it's fucking. I know people that have parents that are into their music career. They seem to do like fucking great, dude. I mean, I unfortunately didn't have that. So, boo-hoo, I guess, right for me.
So that's my number 6 is "Fly by Night" by Rush.
All right, Joe, you're next, man.
All right. Well, Mark, that was a great pick, Nightcrawler. Made my honorable mentions, but I think there's a better one. There's a better one. If you're gonna pick Judas Priest songs, Night Comes Down.
When the night comes down. I love that fucking song.
I thought Jerry would pick that, so that's why I picked a different one. But it's a great song.
It may show up later.
That's another one that almost made my list. And I just could not fit it on there because there's so many other good songs.
Yeah, this was one of the first ones when I thought, because like that's like the perfect vibe of like getting into the like mindset of Night Comes Down. Like it's like I can't wait. Like it's nighttime is the right time kind of thing.
Yeah, especially that solo, like when he's like, "Get to see what's broken and tell, man." It's like, it's so good.
I love that song, man. Yeah, I mean that album was one of the first Judas Priest albums I ever heard, man.
That's my favorite 80s Judas Priest album. Yeah.
I'm a little more of a Screaming for Vengeance guy by a hair, but I do.
Yeah. That's a good one too. It's so.
But
good.
I do love Defender. My favorite overall Judas Priest is Stay in Class. That's my favorite album.
My favorite Judas Priest album overall is Unleashed in the East, and my favorite studio album is Sad Wings of Destiny.
I mean,
I've only seen Priest one time, and that was on their worst album, Turbo. But it was a good concert. But
that was a good show, yeah.
I think Unleashed in the East is probably my favorite metal live album of all time. Probably, I would.
I'm still trying to find that Priest live. The one that they did after
the Turbo tour,
or their Turbo tour.
That's a good CD.
I don't have that
one. I like it.
But Unleashed in the East pisses all over that one.
I had the VHS tape. I had the Priest live VHS tape. I used to watch that when I go to my dad's on the weekend.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, who's next?
Mark.
Well, I'm going to pick this because I just want to pick it because it's a cool song and I still listen to it today. I love the first Hooters album. I love the second Hooters album. I even like most of the third. But
that's my job, damn it.
The title track off the Hooters debut album. Well, if you go by Amore was like most of the stuff was on Nervous Night. So Nervous.
I was going to say no. Nervous Night's the debut.
Yeah, it is the debut. It's the major label debut. But they had Amore before that. But Nervous Night, I love that song. It has like an African like reggae beat. It goes, "Oh, Nervous Night, African Queen." I love that fucking song. It just still grooves to me. I love it. So that's my number 6.
Nice. Nice.
Jerry? All right, my number 6 is a guy that gets laughed at nowadays, but there's no denying what a great fucking songwriter he was, especially back in the 70s. Paul Stanley's solo album, Tonight You Belong to Me, man.
Oh, I fucking love that song. The best solo album.
Boo, no. But the amazing song.
Song.
You like the Paul Stanley one better than the Ace Frehley one?
Yeah, I think the Ace Frehley one's fucking overrated. I don't even really like.
Paul Stanley's my second.
Eric doesn't like Ace. Eric doesn't like.
I can't stand his fucking voice. The Ace Frehley solo album has some good songs, but I feel it's way over fucking hyped. I feel like everyone.
Peter Criss pisses on all.
Peter Criss fucking sucks. I hate that album.
That album grew on me, dude. I used to think the same.
Yeah, as I've gotten older,
better than it used to
like
be.
The Peter Criss one now.
So did the Blaze Bailey Iron.
That's the kind of sugar pop of life. Come on, dude, that's some great shit.
But when I was a kid, though, I thought the Peter Criss one was fucking horrible.
Oh, I still think it fucking sucks.
Idiot. And it was the only album to have 2 singles. That was fucking weird too.
Some people are scared of getting old because it means they're closer to dying. I'm scared of getting old because I'm scared I might end up liking that album because everyone seems to be like, oh, the older I got, the more I like it. I'm like, no, I don't want to like that piece of shit.
Well, one thing I could say for being one of the older people here is you stop giving a shit what people think. So
I don't like that album though either way. Fuck that album. God damn it.
Yeah, but there's never any getting old enough to like Living in Sin by Gene Simmons.
Well, that's not the
Holiday Inn.
At the Holiday Inn.
Or fucking what's that fucking Wizard of Oz or whatever the fuck song he's singing?
Oh, When You Wish Upon a Star.
I know why he did that song for. I get it, but man, come on, dude, don't put it on a fucking.
I love it.
That song.
I love that album.
I play that for my wife. I used to play when I could play for my wife all the time. It was one of the first songs I ever sang for her. So that song has some meaning to me. I love my wife, Jessica. And that song will always be ours. So that's my number 6. Number 5, Eric.
Number 5, man. This is like, I gotta say, like really thinking about it, this is like the best, like, heavy metal ballad. I mean, and this is, even though technically this song came out before the power ballad became a big thing. It's not a power ballad. A power ballad is like something I associate with hair metal, like after Mötley Crüe. This is more just like a metal ballad, like a ballady kind of song that a band would put on an album just because like it is a song they wrote, not because of necessity. I think it's the best one in my opinion. It's by a band that I really, I mean, I've always liked, but they've really grown on me more as time has gone on. I've really appreciated more of their catalog. I'm going with none other than Screaming in the Night by Crocus.
I almost picked that one.
I remember the first time my dad played Crocus for me, like he had like best of CD, the Stay Awake All Night, where it's like the eyeball and like the little gremlin biting the eyeball. Mm-hmm. And like at first I didn't like it took a while for them to grow on me. Like at first I kind of didn't really like them. I didn't really like Mark Strachey's voice at first. The more I listened to him, the more I got into him. I remember when he played Screaming for the Night for me, and I was like, this song is like really good. He told me basically, because at the time I was kind of into Zeppelin, he's like, this is like their Stairway to Heaven. And I'm like, God, this song rules. And I love the cheesy ass video for it. The video is so weird. Like, it's like Conan the Barbarian meets Mad Max. They're pulling this sports car, and like it's just so you gotta watch it. Just watch the Screaming video.
They're European. It's weird.
Yeah, they're Switzerland. Yeah, they're from Switzerland.
That's one of the fucking best choruses, man.
Oh my god! Yeah, like March
for my life at death. I mean, just a fucking incredible.
I knew it all along, headed for the sun. Our love was true. I love it. Yeah, but yeah, I love that fucking song, man. It's just it's the perfect metal 80s metal ballad, and like real ballad, not this power ballad bullshit that came later. So yeah, Crocus, Screaming in the Night.
All right, Al, you're next.
Oh, okay. So I'm going with "Lonely Is the Night" by Billy Squier.
Yeah, I forgot that one. What the fuck?
I forgot too.
When I was younger, man, like, and I didn't know better, I swore, like, I was like, is this like a new Led Zeppelin song? Because he sounded like Robert Plant. I always thought he sounded like him. And in that song, the drums are very Bonham-esque, and it just fucking, I love that song, man. Billy Squier.
That's a good point. I ain't ever thought of that. It does sound Zeppelin-y.
It does, yeah.
So Yeah, Billy Squier, man, he had a good run, bro. You know,
Yeah, he
did.
You know,
yeah, that last song he did a
Billy
couple
Squier.
years ago was kind of a letdown. But
that song is horrible, dude.
I love
I
even love his Christmas song.
Oh yeah,
that's great. I love that.
Red lights, green lights.
But that recent song he put out, like a new song, it's just like, man, it was like it did nothing for me, dude. You know,
I liked it.
You do? Oh well,
I liked it.
I wish he would actually do more.
When it came out,
I would
was
still
all
like
over
to hear. I'd still like to hear more from him. I mean,
I would too.
It was odd that it was just that one song.
Yeah,
and then,
I know. Maybe he was looking to see if he was still relevant. Maybe he thought, like, maybe I'll sneak this. But that's not actually very good representation. If that's the case.
I mean, he's doing pretty well, making all that money from rappers sampling him.
Sample.
Oh, God, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So Lonely's the Night. Billy Squier, my number 5.
That's a fucking great pick, and I can't believe I didn't even put that as an honorable, man.
Same
I love Billy Squier.
My number 5 has already been spoken, but I will add to it Night Train by Guns N' Roses. What a perfect song, man. It's just one of the most perfect albums ever assembled, which is Appetite for Destruction, which is in my top 20 of all time.
Yep.
It's just a fantastic album. I do like Use Your Illusions 1 and 2. I kind of lost it when it came to that Chinese Democracy.
Oh, I love that album.
I love
Chinese Democracy. I like that album.
It seemed like, to me, it was like Wings to me. So I didn't dig it.
Well, I like Wings. That makes sense.
And I know,
like Wings.
So, but A Night Train.
Yeah, I never saw that lineup live, but I saw a video of it, man. It was fucking amazing.
I'll buy a ticket for that lineup, and of course they canceled because a lot of that cancellation was going on at that time.
Yeah. All right, Joe.
All right. My number, what is this? 5?
5.
My number 5. The Ballad of Tawny Katane, otherwise known as Still of the Night by Whitesnake.
That's in my mentions.
What a freaking amazing track. I'm not the biggest Whitesnake fan in the world, but that track is insanely amazing.
It is.
John Sykes on that song. My God.
I wonder where that was.
Yeah.
Who are they ripping off there?
Gee, I wonder.
They took so much shit for like, there's Zeppelin rip-offs. It's like, God damn.
David Coverdale's vocals on that.
You're gonna sound like your influences, man. So I never
got
but
that.
Nobody else was carrying that flag. Nobody else was sounding like Zeppelin.
Nope.
This was right when Kingdom Come came out. So.
Yeah, Kingdom Come.
Dude, that one song is the only one that sounded like Zeppelin.
We've had this whole debate before.
The rest of the album isn't bad, man. It really isn't, man. I saw them up in the Monsters of Rock tour, man. They're actually a pretty good live band. I don't know if they're still fucking around nowadays, but
no, they are.
Kotak died, and
they just kicked out their singer.
Retired.
Those are the only two members anyone gave a shit about. I like Lenny Wolf was in a band called Stone Fury, and they did a really great song called "Break Down the Wall," which I'd recommend everyone check out.
Stone Fury was pretty good, actually.
But anyway, Still of the Night. David Coverdale's vocals are amazing. John Sykes is just insane on the guitar on that track.
Sykes rules.
And I mean, it's just one of my favorite Whitesnake songs.
Yeah, I was actually disappointed because I love the solo on "Here I Go Again." I'm like, man, fucking Sykes rules on that solo, but fuck.
Adrian Vandenberg.
Adrian fucking Vandenberg.
I mean, that solo is fucking incredible.
The only solo he did. The only thing he did on Whitesnake album, really.
I know.
Whitesnake was one of those bands where it's like, who actually played on what?
I know, right? It's just like Kiss.
Yeah,
it's like Kiss. Like everything's a fucking lie.
Kiss is a fucking worst, man.
No, Whitesnake's even worse because like
we're gonna do a fucking comeback album with the original members and fucking not do shit together as
to be fair, Whitesnake, it was an album that John Sykes played guitar, that Adrian Vandenberg played the solo on "Here I Go Again," and that Vivian Campbell was in the videos.
Yeah. I heard John Sykes' version, so it just doesn't cut it like the Adrian Vandenberg.
It's not the Adrian Vandenberg one, but so that's my number 5 is In the Still of the Night.
I know that I crapped all over David Coverdale last week because I really don't like him Deep Purple, but I love him. I love him in Whitesnake. I think he's awesome in Whitesnake.
All
Hey,
right. Marky Mark.
Mark,
You bring
I'm
out the
gonna go
fucking,
with I'm gonna go with Out of the Night. I come to take your love out of the night. From fucking the first Great White album.
Great
fucking Out of
fucking
the
song.
Night. Fucking love Jack
Oh,
Russell.
dude, man,
Love that song.
what a
Great White was metal.
song, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
I liked him after that album, so
I do like them too, but that first album,
That's a
that
great
first
first
album
album
was
was
I liked
metal.
them when they
Yeah.
were metal.
yeah, it was fucking
man.
Out of the Night, man.
Oh
Good
yeah.
tune, dude.
Love track. Love that one.
All right, my next pick, I'm gonna go a little wussy here. Of course, I've always known to go a little wussy, but early John Cougar was fucking awesome in my opinion, dude.
Yeah.
I love Ain't Even Done With the Night, dude. That is such a fucking
Great
cool
song.
tune, dude. I mean, I mean, the early John Cougar. What was he? Fucking was he Johnny? He wasn't Johnny Cougar then. He was just still John Cougar on the
John
album.
Cougar
yeah.
before he was John Cougar Mellencamp.
John
But
and all
yeah,
that.
Well, he was Johnny Cougar, and he was John Cougar, and he was John Cougar Mellencamp.
he's always gonna be fucking John Cougar to me. I don't know why. It's just such a name. I always call
got
him
used
John
to Mellencamp.
But yeah, what a great song that is. I mean, he never does that fucking song live, which I never seen him. But if he did, I'd fucking regret missing him. But it's one of my favorite songs by him. And yeah, I mean, he's totally needs to cut down on the cigarettes, I think. But
that'll never happen.
but no,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's fucking what? He's almost 80
At this
now.
point.
That ship sailed.
Yeah.
Why bother?
At this
you know?
point, why bother?
Yeah, I think he went down to like 5.
He's already made it this far.
I mean, he fucking had a heart attack. He's like, I don't give a fuck, you know. Still keep smoking. That's always been his kind of attitude, though. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's my number 5. I love that song, dude. It's one of my favorite. John, whatever the fuck his name is.
John, whatever the fuck his name is.
Number 4, Eric.
All right, number 4. This is probably gonna be one that like no one. I don't think anyone's gonna fucking know. But I'm a big John Carpenter fan. Like my favorite filmmaker ever, and one of my favorite movies of his, Escape from New York.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I was looking up like
I just watched it on Saturday.
Fucking one of my top 5 movies of all time.
Duke
Great
of
movie.
me. To the president mowing down the fucking. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You're
But
the
no,
Duke. You're a number one.
Yo, the Duke. Yo, Duke.
Donald
number 1.
Pleasance was cool. Anyway, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I forget what it was. I was on YouTube, and I think I was just looking up John Carpenter stuff, Escape from New York stuff. And there was like a video, some guy made this custom video of like just footage from the movie, and he included a song that was really badass, and now I just absolutely love this song. Kind of an early 80s heavy metal song. It's called Victim of the Night by Razormaid, and it was just so cool. Sadly, I think the video got taken down, but definitely still check out the song. But it's like he had this cool video of like just footage from the movie with the song in the background. But Victim of the Night by Razormaid. Just if you love classic like early 80s heavy metal, you'll fucking love this song.
Razormaid?
Razormaid, yeah. Victim of the Night. It is a badass fucking song.
I'm writing that down, so I want to check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I am too.
I'll post it after we finish recording too.
Cool. All right, cool.
I will listen to it after the Mötley Crüe song.
All right, Al, you're next.
Oh, okay. So yeah, my number 4, I'm going with on the Mob Rules album, Turn Up the Night.
Oh, it's a good one.
Nice. That one almost made my list too.
Come on, man. Fucking Sabbath. And I love the Dio version as well. And I love the Mob Rules album. That's a great album. So I got to go with Turn Up the Night. I'm not going to dwell on it, man. Just fucking killer. I'm sure everybody.
Some of these songs we know, like, we don't need really to explain them. So I get
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Andy,
That's my
you're
number
next.
4.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this one because we already talked about it, and Joseph just talked about it now. Still the Night by Whitesnake is my number 4. It's a great track. It was one of those first songs. I was like, I guess 12 when it came out. I was like, man, this is a long ass song because it just, just kept on going and kept on going, and now I really do appreciate it. It's a good track.
Joe. Yeah, Night Ballad.
Yeah.
Eric already talked about it. Amazing track. One of the longest AC/DC tracks.
Oh my god!
About 6.5 minutes. Amazing track. Final track on the final Bon Scott album. Amazing song. This is another one of the first ones I wrote down when I started making my list.
Same here.
Night Prowler, amazing track.
All right, Mark.
I'm gonna go with we've been talking about this band earlier on the BS. I'm gonna go from Foreigner 4, Nightlife. I fucking love that song.
Good song. What a great album that is, man. The whole album is pretty much
Nightlife. And that's a deep track. That ain't even a single.
Yeah,
That's
the opening, and that's the opening track, man.
Yeah, fucking great fucking song.
Yeah, I love that song, man.
Nightlife, Foreigner.
Ooh. All right, my next one is man, I know it's played out and it's been a fucking stale fucking tune in Kiss's set list, but there's no doubt what a great song Rock and Roll All Night is, man. I'm telling you, dude, come on. It's still a fucking great tune, dude.
Oh, it's a great track. I love it.
One of the ultimate fucking party tunes, man. Fucking, I wish they fucking put Ace's solo in the fucking studio version. That would have been fucking awesome, but that didn't happen. But I love that fucking song. I don't care what anybody says. Fucking the first 6 albums, but especially the first fucking 3 albums from Kiss are fucking
Those are my favorites.
I like Heart and Hell, Just Kill. I'm not a big fan of that debut.
Me either.
Oh, I do too. But I do like the songs better on Double Platinum on the debut album.
I agree.
We talk about that every time. I think we talk about that.
Yeah,
I know, right?
We all agree about that one.
But yeah, I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's like one of the ultimate party songs, dude. I mean, still
I prefer the studio version, and that was the first song that started everything for me with music. So I mean, I don't want to hear it again, but I do love it.
Yeah, I do like the studio version, but I think it's kind of like I Want You to Want Me by Cheap Trick. The live version is definitely fucking better by a long shot.
Yeah, it misses that excitement that the live version has.
I mean, it's basically with all Frampton songs. They're better on that album, Frampton Comes Alive, than they are in the studio. But that's just my take on it. But anyway, man, I fucking love Rock and Roll All Night. I know it's fucking Kiss, but I don't give a shit. I love that song. So that's my number 4. Number 3, Eric.
Number 3, man, amazing fucking song. The opening track from a killer fucking album. I would get my battle vest and show the back patch on my battle vest, but I'm too lazy right now. I'm like feeling kind of sick today. I'm feeling kind of sick today, so I'm too lazy to go to the closet and grab it. But I'm talking about none other than the opening track and the title track of Sabotage's "Power of the Night."
Oh, yeah.
Fucking amazing song. Raise your fist to the metal child.
Of the metal child.
Mark loves you.
Chris Oliva just rips on that fucking song.
Hell
man.
Yeah.
Very super underrated metal guitarist, man. Chris Oliva. Power of the Night is just such an amazing album, perfect album, and just what a way to kick it off with Power of the Night, man. Just the ultimate metal, bang your head, raise your fist fucking song. Love it.
Yeah. All right, Al.
All right, well, I'm going to do something a little unorthodox on this panel here. I'm actually going to let the panel. I have 2 choices here, and I'm going to let the panel. Each panelist pick one, and we'll see who wins. Okay.
All right.
What a great idea for a show.
It's Kiss, either Creatures of the Night or King of the Nighttime World. Jerry, go. What's your pick?
Creatures by far. I like King of the Nighttime World, but I love Creatures of the Night, man. That's a great
Andy, what's your pick?
I've never heard Creatures of the Night, but I do love King of the Nighttime World.
All right. Joe.
Creatures.
Eric.
Sorry, yeah, heart attack. Because Andy said you never heard Creatures of the Night. Holy shit. Creatures of the Night. Creatures of the Night.
And Mark. Wait, hold on. That's 2 and 2,
that's
right?
3. That's 3.
Yeah. 3 Creatures?
Yeah.
Creatures already won.
All right, Mark. Go.
I would have picked Creatures.
Okay. So Creatures. So my number 3 is Kiss, Creatures of the Night, which I actually had written on my number 3, but I wanted to do something a little stupid. So.
Time for my weekly showing of the poster.
I love that fucking poster. That's sexy.
That's my number 3.
I fucking loved Ice Earth's cover of that song.
They do a great job with it.
They do a great job because Matt Barlow sounds like Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
Great fucking.
That's
amazing singer.
I would have won with any 2 of those songs, but I do love them both. But I would take Creatures definitely.
Okay.
But,
that's
one of those songs may be on my list.
Andy.
My number 3 during this woke era, this song might be buried, and people don't want to talk about the Civil War anymore. But I'm going with the band, The Night They Drove Dixie Down. That's a sweet ass song. Love it. It tells the story of the Civil War, and and what was happening, and it's just a great track. That's one of my favorite songs.
History should not be erased. History should not be erased at all.
Yeah, I agree.
But the night they drove Dixie down, great track.
You should always learn from history, not forget it.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of mistakes being made again, all over again. So we won't get political here, but
yeah.
We're definitely headed in the wrong direction right
now.
Yeah.
That's my
all right.
Wait, Joe, you're next, man.
All right. Well, I'll keep the Kiss theme going with a little bit of a left field pick.
Thrill to the Night.
That one almost made my list.
There in the night.
Guitar solo.
Yeah, good
Ace
Frehley's
Frehley's
long list.
Into the Night.
Great fucking song.
What a great track.
That was the first time I ever saw Ace without his makeup on. I remember he had that weird fucking guitar he was playing. That was
yeah.
It was cool though, man. What a great band.
He looked Chinese.
Yeah, he did. That's what I was thinking. And wow. I mean, that weird guitar he was playing. I can't remember what kind it was, but it was fucking weird looking. But
yeah,
that's a good pick. That's a great album, by the
way. Yeah. I love that ending, that guitar that he's doing at the end. It's like so cool.
I love Ace. Always did great when he did Russ Ballard covers. So
him and Russ Ballard. People say like Ace and Eddie Kramer, but it's like I mean that's great, but like Ace and Russ Ballard had like a lot of success.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate New York Groove, but I mean it was a successful song.
Yeah,
I like Russ Ballard.
What was the name of the band that did that? Smile, was that their name? The original?
Something shitty.
I never heard the version of that, to be honest with you. So.
It sucks just as much as the Ace version.
But I mean, a little bit of a side tangent. One of the most like prolific songwriters in music history that nobody knows the name of is Russ Ballard. I mean, he wrote New York Groove. He wrote Since You've Been Gone. He wrote
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah. I love Since You've Been Gone. Yeah.
He wrote
a great song on his solo album called Voices.
One of my favorite songs. I love that song. Where's my
I had that on vinyl.
Miami Vice.
Alanis Morissette was
that song Ballard, Voices.
Yeah,
Voices. It was a Ballard.
Sounds like a Miami Vice song.
It was on. It's on one of my favorite Miami Vice episodes. Voices.
I gotta get that series on DVD or Blu-ray, I should say.
Was he also in Argent? And that's how he started, right? Is that the same?
Yeah, because he wrote "God Gave Rock and Roll to You."
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I could never understand that fucking hit from Argent. Everybody loved that song. I could not stand that.
Which one?
Kiss made it
decent.
Hold
your head up.
I hate that.
I love that song. I love that. Boom, boom, boom. I love that song.
I got that on my set list, on my playlist.
I've been buying a lot of Argent on vinyl. I think I'm up to 3.
Actually, to be honest, I don't know a few songs. I guess maybe I should take a deep dive on them when I'm doing the other 30.
The only one I know by them is "God Gave Rock and Roll to You." That's it.
Yeah.
Mark.
Said.
Well, I won't go that far to do a deep dive, Jerry. I mean, I enjoy it. Yeah. I want to do a deep dive. It's not worth it.
I mean, they only had maybe 2, 3 albums?
Yeah, Argent had 4. Let's see.
Oh, really?
They had like 5, but Russ Ballard was only in the first 2 or 3, along with Rod Argent, of course.
All right, Mark.
Let's go, Mark. Yeah.
Oh, Mark, I'm gonna go from the first Duran Duran album, song called "Night Boat." It's fucking eerie as fuck. Killer keyboards by Nick Rhodes on that fucking song. Fucking Simon Le Bon's vocals are just fucking waiting for the night boat. Fucking, I just love it's like atmospheric, fucking like dark night shit. It's fucking very fucking, I love it.
Cool.
All right, Jerry.
My number 3 is Eric mentioned it earlier. Fucking song means the whole song and album means so much to me. Dance the Night Away off Van Halen 2.
Oh yeah,
man! Dude, every time I hear that song, dude, fucking best time of my life, man. I want to hear that song and album. But since Eric already talked about it, I won't talk anymore. Anyway, the fucking fire, wherever the fuck's they're kicking my ass right now. But number 2,
Fireball, Jerry, Fireball.
All right,
these fucking Beer bottles here.
Number two, man. My number two. Fuck.
Sorry.
All right, my number two. None other than "Creatures of the Fucking Night" by Kiss. I'll keep this short. But like, the first time I heard this song, I went to Best Buy. I was in first grade. My dad mentioned about Eric Carr being in the band, and he mentioned he had his own makeup design. I wanted so badly, I wanted to see what his makeup looked like. And so we went to Best Buy. He's like, because it's before internet, I couldn't just look it up. And my dad took me to Best Buy, and they had like 1,000 copies of Creatures of the Night at Best Buy, but they all had a big fucking sticker right over Eric Carr's face, so you couldn't see his fucking face. And my dad's like, fuck it, just buy the album.
Don't it look like this?
Yeah. So he's like, fuck it, we'll just buy the album. We bought the album, and I heard it, and I heard Creatures of the Night, man. It changed my life. And to this day, my favorite lyric of all time in a heavy metal song is every time, remember when the clock strikes 12, the losers always win. That is my favorite lyric ever in any fucking song. It's just something so metal and so cool and badass about it. I fucking love it.
Here you go, bro. Here you go, right here.
Oh, fucking A.
Oh, dude, that's fucking cool.
Oh, shit.
That's the record store day, Eric Carr.
Yeah, really cool. Does anybody have the fucking
awesome.
The Bruce Kulick version of that album on the cover?
Nah.
Nobody has the CD or the vinyl of that.
The one without the makeup.
Yeah, the one that had Bruce Kulick.
The one that has Night release.
Creatures of the Night.
The one that has Paul Stanley's ass on the back.
And Killers is the second track, and Saint and Sarah's is the second to last track.
Yeah, the one with Paul Stanley's ass on the back.
Yeah,
I think that's a fucking rare. That's hard to find. I think nowadays, ain't it?
It is hard to find now. I used to have that CD too, man.
They go from this awesome shot of lightning to Paul Stanley's ass.
Yeah. That album's hard to find.
I don't know what's better than ass.
It's not hard to find.
Words, I don't know, but they're two pretty bad pictures.
What's not hard to find? What's not hard to find? What'd you say, Eric?
Oh, I was like that album, that limited edition album cover with them without the makeup. It's hard to find, but Paul Stanley's butthole's not hard to find.
Ooh, shots fired!
Bang bang.
He's gonna bang you, bro.
No.
Hey, he's
gonna do it my way.
He'll shoot you down. He'll shoot you down with his love gun.
Oh God.
Boy, that episode with no Kiss obligatory news.
Hey man, he got to read his body, man.
It always comes back to Kiss.
Always comes back to Kiss.
You know, he goes to the doctor's office an awful lot.
He does.
No matter how I try to keep Kiss news out of this episode, it didn't work.
Dude, you're talking to a guy with a giant Kiss poster on his wall, a guy with Kiss action figures behind his head. What do you think?
You got this here.
Got that there.
Dude, that's fucking awesome, Al. I never knew that did that. That's fucking pretty sweet.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Jerry's gonna go on eBay. Oh, it stopped.
There you go. Man, I gotta get that.
It's
that was Saturday. That was on Record Store Day on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude. All right.
It's the second time in a row they've done an Eric Carr for Record Store Day.
Yeah. And it's different stuff on there too. It's not like but I mean they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, but it's a cool product anyway. I like Eric, man. You know, I've always liked Eric. So
yeah, same here. All right.
I'm gonna need some help.
It's getting late. I got work tomorrow.
All right, we are.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm fighting a cold.
Oh, I'm next, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. This has been talked about before. One of my favorite AC/DC songs as well, Night Prowler, bro. I gotta go with that one.
Right, Andy?
I like the little homage that Bon Scott does to Mork and Mindy at the end.
Yeah, fucking
Shazbot Nanu Nanu. You know, so that's cool. Right at the end of the song, man. If you listen to it, you know. So I'm good. Go ahead, Andy.
It's funny. That was the last recorded vocals Bon Scott ever did. It was Nanu Nanu.
Nanu Nanu.
That's kind of appropriate, actually. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's such a Bon Scott thing.
All right, Andy.
But I will be the fourth person on this panel to say it. AC/DC, Night Prowler.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, and just like Joseph and just like Eric, when this came out, that was the first song I wrote down. Night Prowler.
Yep.
First song I wrote down.
Yep.
It's great.
All right, Joe.
Bring on the night.
Oh,
a good one.
Good tune, man. Bring on the night.
My number one and my number two both really give you the feeling of riding in an open top car down the boulevard on a nice summer's night, and that's Bring On the Night by the Police, and the song we'll get to in a little bit, my number one. But amazing, awesome track off of. I always go back and forth between the first album and this is my favorite Police album, but Bring On the Night is an amazing track and definitely one of the first ones I thought of for this list.
I know.
Yeah, I miss being young and driving around in the summertime without any worries, just going.
Same here.
It. Just great time. Great time. With the radio.
Sorry.
And car smell like weed. It's great.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
All right, my turn.
Great time.
Marky
Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
I'm gonna take "Shame on the Night" by Dio.
Great fucking song.
I fucking just love that song. It's just so fucking powerful. It gives you a vision of the night, man. That's it. My number two.
All right. Jerry.
My number two is one of my favorite Eagles songs off one of my favorite Eagles albums. One of These Nights, man. I love that fucking tune, dude.
I almost picked that.
Yeah, I just love how it starts out. Boom, 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 boom. And, the cool guitar over that. But blah, 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 blah. That's my number two.
Right on.
For one, Eric.
Number one, this is not only the number one song for nights, like songs about nights. This is my number two favorite song of all time. It's second only to Believe by Sabotage, which is my number one. This song fucking rules. It's such a perfect song. It sounds a lot like, the band Jerry mentioned, the Eagles. It sounds like Hotel California, only it's Hotel California done right, because I fucking hate Hotel California, but this song sounds similar, but it's better. And it's a band that was on my list already. I'm talking about none other than Tokyo Nights by Crocus. I fucking adore this fucking song. Like I said, it's my number two favorite song of all time. It's so good, so perfect, so sexy. It makes you feel like you're. Yeah, it's sexy. It makes you feel like you're hanging out at Tokyo at nighttime, with all the lights, some geisha girls and just like, partying, drinking. It just has that whole vibe. I fucking love Tokyo Nights by Crocus. If you haven't heard this song, you need to fucking pause and go listen to it right now because it'll change your fucking life. I love Crocus. Yeah, Tokyo Nights.
Are they even still around?
No, they're supposed
to do a farewell tour, and then COVID fucked it up.
COVID fucked it up. Like, I remember they were going to come to New York City, and I was going to go see them. And
I was going to go see them too.
Yeah.
I was going to tell my ex-wife to go fuck herself, and I was going to see Crocus because that's more important.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, Al, man. What's your number one, man?
Come on, man. You guys know I'm a Rush nut swinger, so it's going to be Fly By Night.
Oh yeah, great song.
I love Rush, dude. My favorite band of all time, and I got to pick that one. That's it, man. Just Neil Peart, fucking some of the first stab at lyrics that he did, in the first album that he did with them.
Yeah.
And what else can I say? Do I love it?
It's a great one. All right, Andy, number one, man.
Yeah, the first time ever doing these these words and titles, I dipped again into the same artist because I couldn't pick which one I wanted, so I had to dip in again. Bob Seger, Night Moves.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't pick between that one and Hollywood Nights, so I said I'll just keep them both. And Night Moves is number one. I just love that song.
Oh yeah,
so great.
Yeah, it is a great tune, dude. All right, Joe, man, number one, man.
All right, my number one, the song that started this whole.
I already know what it is.
I know you do.
Yeah.
The song that started this whole list idea for me. I just picture myself sitting in a car like in Miami Vice with when they play In the Air Tonight. This is the song I want to play.
Yeah.
And you know what they say? The day is okay and the sun can be fun, but I live to see those rays slip away because I love the night.
Fucking sexy ass song.
Oh, amazing track. Blue Oyster Cult, I love the night.
That's a perfect
one of my
song.
favorite one of my absolute favorite Blue Oyster Cult
I
tracks.
was just listening to that song today.
It's
I would have put that on my
amazing.
list, but I already knew you were gonna have it on your list. So I'm like, let me put some other songs.
I was figuring Joe was gonna put that on his list too, dude.
That was the one that inspired it.
Yep, this is the one.
Yeah.
This is the song. What I mean, just
posted it.
yes, yeah.
Mine was Night Prowler, which most of you guys picked. So I
think all of us picked it.
I think all of us did. Yeah,
not me.
I think that's a unanimous. Who didn't?
I didn't pick it.
Oh, okay. Did you just say you picked it?
I didn't pick it.
I
said Night Prowler is one of the songs that I didn't pick because I knew all.
I thought you said you were gonna pick it.
That's why I didn't pick it.
Oh, that was your way of saying you're number one. You snuck in there.
No.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to say that you love that song?
I do love the song, but I wanted to pick something different. I knew most of you guys would pick Night Prowler because that's a great song. So
that's the ultimate Mark fucking saying.
Joseph so he just said he knew he was going to pick a Blue Oyster Cult song. You said that, so I said Night Prowler was
more. And Mark, by the way, here is my argument for yes, Blue Oyster Cult makes amazing front to back albums.
I can't get into all of them, man. I like half the songs or 4 songs off the album. They just hit it. They don't hit it with me. They don't. I tried, but I'm not done yet. I just started the '80s. So
that's some of my favorite stuff. Those first 2 albums from the '80s. I think knowing your taste, Mark. I think Fire of Unknown Origin is one that's going to really connect with you.
I think that's the one album I did listen to, and I like that one.
I think that one.
I did like
production,
that one a lot.
Production wise, and songwriting wise, I think
I did listen to that one.
That one's up your alley.
I did listen to that. That one is really good.
Martin Birch.
Yeah.
Oh man, fucking Kansas City just swooped in and fucking took our pick. Fuck Kansas City.
How did they do that?
I fucking hate Kansas City.
We were gonna Xavier Worthy was one of the receivers we were supposed to get, and they fucking traded up with Buffalo. How do you trade up with fucking Buffalo, Kansas City? Fuck you.
All right.
I fucking hate Kansas City. Fuck Patrick Mahomes and fucking Travis Kelce.
Anyway, sorry about that. I just pissed me off.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
Well, this is the song I knew Al would pick. I had no idea Andy would pick it. Fly by Night by Rush. It's like, come on, man.
Oh, yeah, you would pick Fly by Night.
I have to pick Fly by Night. If I didn't pick Fly by Night, I'm turning in my Rush card and walking out the door.
How did the Cowboys drop down to 29? Do you know, Mark? Sorry.
I don't know.
They traded with Detroit.
Hey, there's our sports news. We're talking about NFL draft.
Detroit traded up to jump the Packers.
Okay.
All right, Jerry, get your number 1, man. You're distracting yourself.
I mean, just like fucking Al picks Rush because it's a favorite band, picking Fly by Night. I gotta pick Zeppelin, man. Night Flight, dude.
Great
I love that fucking song, especially that part where he goes, "I once saw a picture of a lady with a baby, southern lady." I just love that the flow of that song. It's a weird Zeppelin song. There's a few of them on that album actually. Don't have a Jimmy Page solo, but man, what a great fucking song that is. My favorite album of all.
One of the shorter songs on the album too.
Short and hands down my favorite album of all time for my favorite band.
Especially on that fourth side. A lot of those songs are kind of like down that fourth side.
I say it all the time when I talk about Physical Graffiti. It was like the culmination of their first 5 albums put together in one. That was so cool about it. And a little extra with some fucking, some
rockabilly.
Interesting. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, that's my number 1.
Baby, just rock. Okay, there you go.
Dun, 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 dun. I like that song.
It's a good one.
No tutti frutti, no lollipop. Come on, baby.
Come on, Jerry. We're done, man.
All right. Anyway, this is fucking great topic, Joseph, man. Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah, fucking A.
All right.
Did anyone have any honorable mentions?
Oh yeah, I got a couple.
I'm gonna do one just because just keep it simple. Because I feel like no one's gonna bring this one up. As far as honorable mentions, I'm going with none other than West Coast Summer Nights by Tony Carey. I don't know if any of you ever heard that.
Love fucking Tony Carey.
Yeah, he had a solo album, I Won't Be Home Tonight, and it's fucking amazing. There's a lot of great
songs.
I love those. West Coast Summer Nights is on there. It's so good.
Fucking Planet P. I thought the shit was good with him.
That was good, yeah. But yeah, that Tony Carey I Won't Be Home Tonight album is like amazing, and there's a great song called West Coast Summer Night. Sounds like it should have been like in an 80s movie. Like it's so good. But I'm gonna do that as just my one honorable mention.
Tony Carey was temporarily in Deep Purple, correct?
Rainbow.
I believe.
He was on Rainbow Rising.
Yeah, he was in Rainbow Rising. Yeah.
And I think he had a little bit to do with Long Live Rock and Roll before he got shit canned.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, big fucking. He's got a big chin. Holy shit.
He has some pretty thick black hair too, man. At one time, he was kind of. I think he was kind of Indian looking, ain't he? Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, okay. Yeah. Thanks a lot, dude. I mean, oh wait, we're doing honorable mentions. My bad. Al, you got any honorable mentions?
I got a couple. Band I'm going to see tomorrow night, Cheap Trick and Heart. So Cheap Trick, nice. I'm picking Tonight It's You. It's not night, nice. But it's night. But I love that song, man. I've always have. That's why I put it in my honorables. Canadian band Max Webster. They had a song called Night Flights. I really love that song. They're a pretty obscure Canadian band that I love a lot. So I don't want it to be all metal, so I want to pick Commodore's Night Shift. I love the Commodore.
Oh, that's a good
tune. I love that. I love that song Night Shift, man. I've always loved it since I was a kid.
Great movie too.
Yeah.
Some lady from church bought me that tape, Night Shift. Fucking great tape, man.
Guys, I gotta sign off. I gotta go to bed. Yeah.
All right, Eric.
Night.
Good night, brother. I'm going with Merciful Fate, Night of the Unborn, off of this album right here. And then my final one, 10 Armed Def Leppard, man, On Through the Night. love that song too. So that's my 5 honorables.
Sure.
Guys got yourself and Cowboys got themselves a good lineman, man.
All right, Jerry. Oh, come on, keep going.
Look at Andy's pick.
Oh yeah. This is Neil Diamond's "Thank the Lord for the Nighttime." I like that song. Rod Stewart, "Tonight's the Night."
Yeah.
Roy Orbison, "I Drove All Night." I love that song. I Drove All Night. Night of the Living Bassheads by Public Enemy.
Oh, nice, dude.
Nighttime is the Right Time by CCR. Because the night, y'all were talking about that earlier, but the 10,000 Maniacs off of.
That's a great version, man.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Unplugged version?
That might be my favorite version of that song, too, man.
That was a good unplugged, too,
actually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was really good. You Shook Me All Night Long by AC/DC. Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting by Elton John. Night Flight by Led Zeppelin. Lonely as the Night by Billy Squier. Where Did You Sleep Last Night by Nirvana. Whatever Gets You Through the Night by John Lennon. One of These Nights by the Eagles. And that's it.
Cool. Joe.
I had Creatures from Kiss. One that doesn't have the word night, but another kind of about the night. Darkness Comes Up. In the Dark by Billy Squier.
Oh, yeah. Great one.
Nightcrawler from Judas Priest. Night Fever from the Bee Gees, which is probably the one that Jerry thought I was gonna pick when I held the Bee Gees album up. But Night Fever, amazing track. And Summer Night City by ABBA. So those are my honorable mentions.
All right, mine are. I have. This will make Mark happy. This is actually one of the only Van Hagar songs I like. Summer Nights off 5150. I do like that.
That's such a good song. That could have been my number one.
Good one.
I got Fly By Night by Rush, Night Song Cinderella, and the quintessential pre-song Living After Midnight. Then I got another Seeger song, We've Got Tonight, another fucking
Oh, that's an amazing track.
And the song that Joseph said I thought that he would pick, it's Night Fever by the Bee Gees, Night Prowler by AC/DC. I got Night Ranger. Yeah. And I have a song called The Night by Heart. It's off the Brigade album. Really cool deep track by them.
That's a good one.
Anyway, those are my...
That's the last time I saw Heart and Cheap Trick was on the Brigade tour together. So
that's funny. I've seen them tomorrow night.
I know, that's funny.
I know.
But my tracks are Survivor, Children of the Night, Up All Night by Slaughter.
Great song.
Big City Nights by the Scorpions, and Crazy Nights by Kiss. I like those songs. But man, so Al and Andy, promote your stuff real quick, man.
Yeah. We're not going to have a show next week. I'll be at Neil Young next Wednesday night. So I will put up an older episode of us ranking tracks off of Everybody Knows There's Nowhere with me, Al, Edwin, and the great William Toth. we're on there, and it's really good. And then after that, we are going to come back the Wednesday after that, and we are going to review and break down the album by Pinkerton by Weezer.
I like that album.
Yeah.
So what do you got? 3 shots down, Jerry, Andy?
Yeah, we just did a great show about Phil Spector. Boy, what a character that guy was, dude. But
yeah,
you know, what no matter what you think about the guy, the dude had fucking talent, dude. He fucking makes fucking magic with what he did. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. We got a show coming from Sam Cooke, and I haven't decided what I'm gonna do on my next pick, but it's either gonna be the Leonard Skinner plane crash or the Randy Rhoads death incident. But it's gonna be one of those two. Should be fun to talk.
Sam Cooke one's going to be exciting to do. Sam Cooke's going to be coming out. That's going to be really good. And we've also got another one in the Pikes working about Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper. And
Richie Valens.
And Richie Valens. We're going to break that down as well. So we got a lot of exciting stuff.
I hope you guys do Stevie Ray Vaughan. That'd be a good one. But
you know, it was you know, the subtitle with our podcast was Triumphs and Tragedies, but so far we've talked about nothing but tragedies. So that's probably going to be our.
You should talk about Aerosmith going.
Tragedies are more fun to talk about, I guess. I don't know.
Aerosmith's up and down. There you go. Joseph, man, any final thoughts, man?
Oh yeah, one thing I wanted to give a shout out real quick. This is one Al will probably appreciate. This coming Monday, I'm really excited for this one. This is 2 bands I never thought I'd get to see live. They're playing at a club just down about an hour from me. It's Raven and Vicious Rumors are playing.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're touring together right now, so they're playing about an hour away from me. So it's Raven's headline, and then Vicious Rumors is playing the entirety of their debut album. So
cool, man.
I'm excited to see that. Those are 2 bands I've never seen before.
You talked about that.
What'd you say?
You talked about that. You talked about that a couple weeks ago. Joseph, you're like, Raven's going to be there? Raven?
No. This was
Joe was talking about like a while back. Raven played.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that they were playing there or something.
Yeah, it was like this little bar close to me. But no, this is a different. This was a couple years ago that I was talking about. But
okay, this is a different show. Okay,
yeah, this one I just actually found out about a couple days ago, and so this coming Monday night, $25. $25.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, you can't beat that.
It was like 1980 prices there,
and that's with the fees. So I'm excited for that.
That's awesome, man. That's why I love going to club shows like that, man.
No shit, you're right.
Yeah. And then next weekend is M3, so I'm going to be getting to see a bunch of great bands next weekend. Night Ranger. Yep, Night Ranger, Queensryche, Striper, Stephen Piercy, bunch of great bands next weekend. So I got a lot of good stuff coming up. But yeah, really, really glad to be doing this with you guys. I thought this was a really great topic. I'm glad that you guys all agreed and were able to come up with some really great lists for this. I really had a great time with this one.
Yeah, this was fun, dude.
Thankful for this, Joseph.
All right, so next week's episode is the greatest one and done albums, 11. They did one album and they didn't do any more. You know, so I think there's a lot of bands like that that we all love. Probably did that. So, and also on Freeform Rock Podcast tomorrow with the great Aaron Camaro, we have Kiss Alive 2 review. Jerry couldn't make that. He was like getting drunk in Florida or wherever. He's eating Ohio chili.
That's when I had COVID, or I think when I had COVID.
Maybe. All right, man. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Joseph. Any final things, Jerry, real quick?
Nah, man. Like I said, check out the Freeform Rock Podcast. Like Mark said, we got some cool things coming up with that. And, got to get our 3 Shots podcast, going out too, man. I love doing that show with Kate and Andy. I've been kind of slacking lately. I'm sorry, I've been working a lot, but I'm going to be more active in the pages and all that. So good things are coming.
All right, man. Take it easy, guys. Good night.
Thank you guys for having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Dude. Right, think of a good subject, man, for 2 weeks, Al.
I will.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
All right,
take care, everybody.
Later.
Have a good night.
Good night.